What do you mean, what do I mean?
It's free!
Do I get it?
It should be included in Game Pass. If it's included with Game Pass for me, it should be for you. How did I do this again? I forget how to do this. Hi, Pretzel. I'm trying to remember how I did this yesterday. So you can't join Vincenzo? Are you looking at it or no?
I'm about to get it.
Okay. And I was waiting this whole time for the update for like 30 minutes or so.
You told me.
Oh. Did you do it? Oh, I hear you. Are you spraying me, you dork? Okay, hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out how to get my chat back again. Like, big. I wish it was easier to do. Yeah, we're playing Power Wash today, though, and then we might play some golf with friends. Are you golf with friends, Pretz?
I ran out of space.
What did you spell? Oh, you're trying to make my name? Do it around the corner. It'll work. Oh, no, that's not what I want.
Wait, it's 2 R's. It's F-E-R-R?
Yeah, you fucked up. Just try it on a different wall. Vincenzo's good at spelling. Oh, I found it again. Wait. Where's the link for the chat? Oh shit, did I have the same... Wait, what does my Twitch thing say?
There.
Fuck, the thing on YouTube's gonna be wrong. What does my title on YouTube say, Pretzel? Give me 2 seconds. I need to figure out how to YouTube chat. A Wild Hondur. You do not have golf with friends. Okay, it was on Game Pass, so I was wondering. Stop teabagging things, Vincenzo. Okay. So how do I make it big again? Fuck. I'm so close here. Bam. Figured it out. Oh my god, why is that so complicated? Damn. Like, damn. Okay. Okay. Are you trying to say that I'm a bitch?
No. But you suck. Or sucks.
Me and Vincenzo wouldn't get anything done. We would end up just spraying each other. This reminds me of a mini golf course, by the way. How do I do free?
C.
How do I do free?
D.
D?
C as in cat.
Thank you. C as in cat. Look, Vincenzo, I'm cleaning someone's balls.
That's an ornament, stupid.
They are still balls. Why are you angry? Be right back in 20 to 25 minutes. Okay. And look, Vincenzo, there's a flavored cane you can suck on. A stick.
What did you just tell me?
It's your favorite pastime. This game's just so relaxing and fun. I love it. I love everything about this. I want to turn my music a little bit. We should stop finishing everything. What did you say? Vincenzo Ferrari sucks. Oh shit, never mind. I was gonna try writing something. I need to turn off my thing.
Idiot.
There we go. You're an idiot sandwich. Tables are pretty fancy shit. We're gonna have to go through all these tables and see if we've missed something. Why are you using a single streak? Take out your better knob. This is the best one in the game. This, like, tri-tier one. Pretzel away. Fuck you. Are you just trying all of them to see which one works best?
No, I know which one works the best.
Okay. Alright. Okay, hold on, wait. This is very important. What is your favorite, like, spray on, like, a real hose? Everybody has one. Have you ever used, like, a garden hose before?
On a hose?
Yeah.
Jet.
The jet? Okay, I like the mist. I don't know why. I always have. I don't even know why. Yeah. I used to help my grandma garden, like, all the time. I don't know what that says about me. We need a power wash simulator personality quiz. We can probably make one. I'd make it make sense. I do.
That's my second favorite.
I guess I never liked the power wash one because, like, it would hurt when someone would spray you with it. So that was probably my least favorite.
Well, the jet won't.
Yeah, that's why I don't like the jet one as much. But what's it called? I used to like play in my grandma's garden and like sprinklers and shit when I was younger. Like a lot. I really liked water. Good luck getting me out of a pool. This place is cursed. Oh, and we power wash, and the fireplace is just good. It's still working. What the hell happened here anyway? Is there a story behind what the fuck happened in Santa's workshop? Is this part like 2 to Viscera's cleanup?
It might be.
We finished all of Viscera's cleanup, didn't we?
There's one we haven't played.
They were still a good time. Remember when we did it with ATF that one time? That was a disaster. Everyone just blew everything up and made it worse.
Oh, I don't remember this.
You don't remember? Maybe you weren't there. Yeah. It was a good time. What the fuck was that noise?
It was Jake, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't even remember. It was just a disaster.
Seems like a Jake thing to do.
Yeah. All the presents. Well, your presents are now ruined, children, because we power washed them and now they're soggy. Soggy biscuits. Saga biscuits. This tree's metal. That irks me. Everyone was hard at work. French Bob. Why is his name French Bob? Wouldn't it be a Robert? Roberto. Bangs was testing the durability of their rocket ships on the ceiling while Mullet was fine-tuning in the hideout.
Pistons 11 changed your gamepad buttons. Enjoy.
Mike, I'm not using a gamepad.
What did he do?
He used a dixper. Sorry, Piston, I'm on a mouse and keyboard. That one ain't gonna work. That one's for Fall Guys, isn't it, too? Is that a Fall Guys one? It's the map. How are you, by the way? How's your day? Did you do anything else with your brother the other day? Did you guys kind of hang out, or did you do anything fun?
And then they fucked.
What the fuck? Are you good, Vincenzo? That was a little high on the degenerate scale. I kind of want to leave our corner. Oh, he got splattered. Did you see that? That was an elf silhouette. I love how Dixper pops up right after you do a Dixper, by the way. Everyone always yells at me for making everything so chaotic. Like, I don't have any, like, reason. I just kind of spray everything a little bit, and then I go back and do it properly. Which makes it very hard to see. Is that what that peeing noise is? Is that you, Piston? I've never heard that one before. It's just very confusing being in the game. Oh, were you throwing water balloons at me earlier? Is that what I heard? I heard
What?
water balloons and it sounded like it was coming from behind me. I kind of want to see these other splatter marks now. Are there? Hey, look, there's a splattered elf. Look, he was standing there and he must have gotten shot. I don't know how I feel about this music either. I have something a little less jazzy. Maybe. You're gonna go bowling tomorrow? That's good. You're gonna win this time.
I'm pretty good at bowling.
Why are you spraying me? Are you? What's your
I have a
average?
score of like 50.
That's very bad.
No, it's good.
50.
50 out of
Yeah.
300.
That's very bad. I think when I was a little kid, I had like... I don't know, I'd have to go look at my old trophies. It wasn't extremely high, but it was okay, it was decent. I knew it! I heard you throwing those at my face.
What's your average? On a real now, I'm like 150-ish.
$50 is terrible. You're correct, Piston. It doesn't
Oh,
even matter what kind of
150.
bowling. Oh, 150? That's not what you said. You said 50. 150 is a different story. That's not bad. It's not that bad. I know a lot of people that were like 140 average or whatever. It means you don't totally suck.
I was back when I was a wee little lad.
A wee lad. You're on early, by the way, Piston. Hi, Ray. How are you? By the way, if anyone's interested, we're probably going to play some golf with friends after Yudi's done with his raids and stuff. So if anyone's interested in that, please let me know.
I'm not.
I can put you on the list. You don't want to play now. Troll. He's a big phony. A big fat phony. Yeah, what did I do today? I worked. I had to catch up since I was out most of this week shopping and doing all my car stuff and everything. Tomorrow I need to go take some stuff back and do some errands in town. I have a lot of things I want to do for May if I can. I want to try and do some social media stuff and my cosplays and stuff that I owe you guys. I haven't forgotten.
Coming.
What?
Mother's Day is coming.
Mother's Day is coming. I already gave my mom her Mother's Day gift because she was trying to buy something in the store, and I'm like, you can't buy that. And she's like, why? And I'm like, because you can't buy that, and she wouldn't drop it. So I'm like, because I already bought it for you. And then I gave it to her. Yeah, that happens a lot. Pally, what? Hey, hi, Frag. What do you mean, Pally? Play golf with friends? Do you have that, Frag? It's on Game Pass, but I have it on Steam too. But I think Vincenzo needs to play the golf with friends thing. I messaged you the other day to see if you wanted to play games. If you want to play Myth of Empires with King one night, whenever. I also got that stuffed game too. We played some spooky games. We played some Demonologist the other night too, yesterday. I came in at the ass of the sentence. Yeah, I see that.
I also come in asses.
How are you doing though, Frag? Are you doing good today? Got the kids already and stuff? Yeah, I've been pretty busy already, and I have some conventions coming up, guys. I was saying whatever, if there's specific stickers you guys want me to look for, I'll look for them again. I found My Little Pony ones for Pretzel the one time. Had another rough one. I know, Frag. That's why I checked in with you a little bit, but I won't push it just to make sure you're good. But if you need to talk, I'm here. Or if you want to play games and shiz. Yeah, I know. Oops. There we go. You know what you need? You need power wash therapy. Actually, I'm not even gonna lie, guys. My parents need to power wash the paint off their deck. I really want to do an IRL power washing stream. I think it would be funny. How do you turn this? Rotate. Oh, there we go.
R.
I figured it out. I figured it out. But yeah, I had some pasta for dinner. I watched the live-action Little Mermaid. Since I had Disney back. It's not actually bad. They pretty much stuck to the exact story. Like, right down to, like, little things that they do in the film. They pretty much copied most of it. The only thing that made me a little angry was they missed they took out the chef's scene. Where like the chef's trying to kill Sebastian with a knife. I understand why they took it out, but like they could have kept the song, and the chef. But the other thing is like she made her song of like Part of Your World very modern. I don't mind it. She did a very good job. She played a good job as the role, but I do like the original song better. But it was good. It was unique. And the girl like Melissa McCarthy played Ursula. Did an excellent job as her. Yeah, overall, very good. Very, very good.
Yeah, modern.
She kind of added, like, extra, like, notes here and there. And, like, runs in her voice. I just like the original better with it simple. So, Zweelis in chat. Yeah, no, it wasn't bad, though. Like overall, like, there's little things that I remember from the cartoon, and, yeah, they kept them in, and it wasn't too bad. I don't know which other ones I'm missing now. I know I haven't seen Peter Pan, and I know...
Lion King?
I think I saw that one already. I don't think I liked it, though, because I don't really remember it, but I may not have watched it. I don't know. If I don't remember a film, it wasn't very good. Which one, sorry?
Mulan?
Yes, I saw Mulan. My mom just watched that today. She was telling me about it. I did not like that one as much. I thought it was very subpar. Like they just rushed it. They didn't do the original story at all. And they it was an okay story. It's just they rushed it. Like especially the final battle scene, they very much rushed it. They should have taken their time. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of them that I really, really like. I love Cruella. I'm excited for number 2 to come out of that. Pretzel just went for a shower, so he can't say he's here because he's not here. Well, he said he'd be back in like 30-40 minutes, but yeah, Pretzel is not here anymore, but he'll be back. What are you gonna do without your here? Also, Piston, I love that you were participating in the power wash by throwing balloons, because it's very appropriate with water balloons. That would be very helpful right now, having water balloons in this game, and very fun. It would be like a water bomb. Also, I found something that you guys might be interested in. Pretzel would probably love it. There is a game on Steam. As I say that, you just start like whipping them at my head.
Wait, it's not the game we saw earlier.
Yeah, there's what's it called? It's a fishing game for chat. So chat gets to fish and interact and like pay to like fish stuff out, and I think it fishes. I don't know. It looks really intense, but it's completely Twitch integrated, and I want to see how it works. So I might get that. It's like $10, but I might look at it first to see exactly how it works. And there was another one that was like fishing for emotes. That one looked kind of tackier and stuff, though. But yeah, I didn't know there was games like that. So I'll have to see. Yeah. I don't know how it works, but yeah, I think the viewer does stuff, and then they can like cast a rod out and catch things. So that would be fun and very appropriate for our channel, because we've always been fishing and I'm a fish, so. Yeah. And now we're cleaning Santa's workshop.
Oh, we could play.
What?
Is it called Hand Simulator?
Oh my god. Okay, so I was looking at the new game and upcoming games, and I do not have the 18 plus filter or whatever turned on. Big regrets, and I'm gonna have to go turn it on now, because it is 100% just porn on Steam. I was like, what the fuck is Hand Simulator? Because I was looking at all the simulator games. Should not have looked. Should not have looked. It is 100% just like VR porn. It's only $2 if anyone's interested.
Oh, it's $1 American.
Okay. Sure, whatever. Anyway, that was a shocker. You should have heard me. I was like, oh, Vincenzo. On it. Frag's like, I'll see how realistic it is. Yeah. Don't click on that game. What was another weird one that I saw? Oh, hairdressing sim would be a good time. Just like accidentally chopping someone's hair off. There were some really funny ones though. Trying to remember. Vincenzo loves his paint drying simulator. There's cockroach simulator, the duck simulator. I saw Authentic play that one before. I'm trying to remember the stupid ones though, that I don't remember anymore. Bum, bum. Grotto ceiling cleaned. I'm just saying, Santa Claus, you could probably make your workshop look a little more modern and updated. How the fuck are we supposed to get to the ceiling? We're gonna need some rafters. Yeah. I think Ray is also interested in the naughty game, aren't you? Aren't you, Ray? You knew it. I'm sure there's stuff like that in VR chat rooms all day long. I have looked at some VR streams just to like look at like some of the games that are available and stuff, and those chat room ones, it is nothing but people doing stupid shit like that. What the fuck is this? What just happened? What did that do? Yeah, Ray's like, maybe. Degenerate. What are you doing in my swamp? Aw, could you imagine a power wash cleaning Shrek's swamp. I would do that. That sounds like a good time.
No, it's not.
Why?
The Shrek will come after you.
That just make it a horror game even better. An alarm goes off and like Shrek comes like screaming out of his like hobbit hole or whatever. Oops. Buttons. I want to push all the buttons. Yeah, I didn't really do too much else today. I just need to catch up on work. That's all. I finished my telenovela. I was watching a 10-episode telenovela. It was actually excellent. But the dude that I like died, and I was like, oh, that sucks. Why does someone always have to die?
Wow, spoilers, thanks.
I know. Well, you don't know who. You don't know which dude that I liked. But what's it called? Because there's a lot of people that died.
Wow, spoilers.
Yeah, a little bit. You don't even know what show it is, but yes. What's it called? Normally in like the K-dramas that I watch, every single character dies. Like, I just want a nice story for once, and it's like, no, everyone needs to die. Because they like the drama. Like, why? Why are they always like this? Really? There's stuff behind the flags? Are you kidding me? I'm in the rafters. I'm stuck on the roof. The roof was on fire. Now hurry up and clean it. Don't let that mud. Oh my gosh! What about a firefighter sim? That would be pretty intense and like shit's blowing up. There's so many simulator games that I could make.
Make them.
No. Well, I don't know how to make games. That's problem number one.
Charge a fortune.
Almost made you fall. Haha. Unsuspecting victim. And I know I've been playing some really weird games lately too, guys, but I figure we could just chat more. We usually end up chatting a lot when I do games like this. And Vincenzo's like, great, I get to hear Ferrari's voice more.
I could just mute you.
That's true. That is very accurate.
I have to give a dixper crate.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I can't see the redemptions on my thing, so y'all are in charge now. Oh shit, how much? Wait, haircut? Who, me? No, I just flipped my thingies over. No, I just flipped my bangs over. I need a actual haircut because I dyed my roots, but that's all I did. I need one though, but it's expensive. I can't afford that, especially after getting like all my car work done. He's expensive. Done.
Ignore that he's about hair wrong.
I did ignore that on purpose, actually.
I won't.
That is a hair like a little bunny rabbit. Like a little bunny.
Right.
Yup.
The other day I ruined some kid's dreams.
Was it with chess? Did he think he was going to beat you?
No, not that. Well, it was during chess, but it wasn't about chess.
Oh, okay. Why?
He was reading Harry Potter.
Okay.
Or she was reading Harry Potter. It was a girl.
Okay.
And actually, I spoiled it.
You told her the ending of Harry Potter?
I told her that Harry's a wizard.
Well, but Harry is a wizard.
Yeah, but then she cried at me.
She cried?
Yeah, she didn't know that.
But it's in like the very first part of the...
Yeah, I
Of
didn't
the book.
apologize either. You dumbass.
You made a little child cry by telling her Harry Potter is a wizard.
Yeah.
You were doing one of your jokes like you want me to ruin the ending and giving something that everyone should know, and then it backfired, didn't it?
No, I didn't apologize.
Okay, you're just pleased with yourself now?
Yeah.
Okay. That is pretty silly though. How old was it said child?
Maybe like 7.
Ah,
8, I don't know.
that's a very sensitive 7-year-old.
I got teaching the man up.
I mean, to a degree, yes, because there's going to be much worse things that child will face very shortly. Good luck in school, child. Was Harry Potter brought up because of hair? I think so, yes.
Yes.
Yes, that is accurate. You know, I think I liked this place better when it was like purple and black. Just saying. Anyone else up for golf with friends? Golf with friends tonight, though? Hello, Jean-Luc. Do you have golf with friends? I was gonna play Stardew the other night, but then you guys weren't here, and I realized that the day we stopped on was a festival, so then I quit before saving. So I was like, oh no, we're on the desert festival, I can't do it without you guys. Nice flannel.
Good.
Thank you. I have a lot of flannel. I like plaid. I used to have like red plaid everything. I do not. Well, this is why I say everyone on the planet needs a Game Pass. Rotate. Hey, you stop that. You stop that. Bad Vincenzo. Wait, can I just... There you go. It's more of a spray. Bad man. Canadian much? Wait, what do you mean Canadian much? What was Canadian? What did I say? Me saying A. That's kind of more like a seagull from Nemo.
No, they say mine.
I know, but that's what I was going for. A. Like, stop that. Vincenzo, I'm gonna have to ruin our corner of our names. I was avoiding it until now.
It's not like there's a slave we could always clean or a more ceiling.
I'm getting a debit card that looks like a Visa.
I get it.
See, everybody says nah Game Pass. I was like anti-Game Pass until I got it, and then I was like, holy crap, every single game that comes out is on Game Pass. And so, like, you can buy like 2 or 3 games for like, just 2 games for $60 or $80, right? Or you can get Game Pass, and that's it for the entire year. And you get like hundreds of games, and they always change.
There's also an
Is the
Xbox Game
flannel?
Pass deal.
Is plaid Canadian? I thought it was just lumberjack-like.
I've got that.
A Canadian suit is Canadian. It's like all jeans everything. Shelter escaped. Do I own those games forever and ever? So here's the thing, that's what I said, but do you know how many games that I don't play forever and ever? I mean, you can buy them for a discounted rate if you end up liking them enough to keep them and you get to keep your saved progress, but what happens if you beat the whole game? Then, like, you don't need to buy it, or, like I'll never play it over again. Like, some games I just beat and then it's like, sayonara, haha, I didn't have to pay for you, but I played you. Didn't you ever rent games as a child? You used to have to rent it like multiple times before getting a chance to beat it. There were some games I should have bought that I would just rent over and over again from the game store. My mom should have bought them for me. You just bought them? Hi, Kanye. Kanye? Just been looking at you while you looking at me. But, I erased Vincenzo from existence.
If only.
Oh my god. No. Oh, there's elf clothes here. Santa is a considerable amount bigger than you, I, or the elves. Like, that's giant. That's, like, bigger than my entire body. He's a big boy.
You're also a big person.
No. You should come see the coat. Like, it's really big. Like, that's bigger than Kiso big. That's a big coat. You can fit in it. Okay. Whatever you say.
Are you aware of the eggnog incident?
The eggnog incident? No, please tell the class.
I don't know. It's on this wall.
Wait, what? Where are you? Where?
There.
0 days since the last eggnog incident. I don't fucking know. I thought you were gonna tell a funny story, but okay. It doesn't say 1 day until Christmas. It's the day before Christmas. Wow. Somebody fucked up. I guess this was the eggnog incident, yeah. Is there more clues as to what happened? I'd welcome that. Okay, do you like eggnog?
Yes.
You do? I kind of do too. I've never had it with alcohol in it, but I mean, I do like it. We have maple flavored eggnog in Canada.
It's like very Canadian.
I know. There's other flavors too. I think there was a coconut one. I would try them. Just to say I tried them.
Like a mousse flavor.
I don't think we have mousse flavored anything because I think that would be quite nasty. Now what? Where have we missed? You know what I just thought of? I should turn the ASMR up. Audio.
What?
The Oh. Do I have... Yeah, the music is all the way gone. Does that sound... Do we like it low toned? Or like high toned? I don't know about y'all. I don't know. That sounds more realistic. You like it high? You can like change the sound of it depending on what kind of ASMR or like noise that you want. I kind of like the low tone. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why. I don't know if y'all enjoy that or not, but... I don't know how I just ended up here, but okay. The Nutcracker's dead. Oh, there's like a schedule thingy here. What does this say? French Bob designing day shift, night shift, day shift. They rotate between day shifts and night shifts? Mullet.
Thursday.
High Top Fade is his name. Sunday excited Christmas party, movie night. How come Beehive has more stuff going on? Bangs, durability testing. Uh-oh. Pompadour and Vicky Lou. Wait, what does that say? Join us for the Christmas party, Christmas Eve, Sunday tonight, 6 p.m. at the Snow Globe. Music, food, drink. Please note, after last year's eggnog issues, Vincenzo, I can't read. Get out of here. We are no longer providing eggnog as a beverage of choice, and then someone brought eggnog, clearly. That's exactly what happened. So I think it means that they got drunk.
Or they had a food fight with eggnog.
You just can't hear it. But it's black.
Black eggnog.
Black eggnog. Okay. Who's farting?
Black eggnog.
It's a burnt. I don't know. Sounds pretty sus to me. Ew. Why do you always do that and then you're like, ew. You're ew. You bunch of children, yar. I have returned. Somebody was asking for you, Pretzel. Can you guess who?
It was me.
It was not Vincenzo. Piston, I'm here. You have guessed correctly. Indeed. It's like a flippin' mixer. It's like a press thing. Ruining children's presents. You know, it would also be a good expansion to this if you have to go back through everything and destroy it all and cover it all back up with soot. Like destroying everything and painting everything instead of cleaning it. Just saying. Imagine the things we could write on the wall then. Aw, man, no, I'm not done. Hi, monkey. Does anyone in chat want to play golf with friends later? We're probably gonna play that later. Vincenzo, you're not allowed to say no. You already said yes.
Never said yes.
You did. I already asked everyone if they had the Game Pass version. I can't. I am going to sleep. We'll have an excellent night then, monkey.
No.
more monkeys jumping on the bed. Monkey, do you jump on your bed? Hand picks coming in less than 30 minutes. What did you get? After yesterday, I want more Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Or not Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Inuyasha cards. Whatever happened to those? Can you still get them? I want the Digimon cards too, they're badass. Where'd you even find those, Pretzel? Like, can you still buy them, or did you have to, like, order them special and then, like, buying them from someone on eBay? I miss my Pokemon cards, I miss all of it. I'd rather play with another night. Text me next time you're golfing. Okay. Yeah, we don't golf very often. Is there bowling with friends? I'm not sure. If there's like a co-op bowling game, I'm sure we could find one. I wouldn't even doubt it. Did that one say I bonked my head? My doctor told me no more jumping on the bed. Okay. Well, you better listen to your doctor then. I got Andromon card from online, a site called TCG Player, but you can also find them at Target. Oh, you can buy them at Target and Walmart still, huh? Interesting. I wonder about the Inuyasha cards. Do they still sell them or not? Probably not. The show's not popular anymore since it ended. They did such a dumb thing ending that show. There we go. Oh, the back of these is dirty. You should probably have to go to find at a card shop, yeah, or order them online, I think, yeah. Yeah, because I don't think they're new anymore. I don't think you'd be able to find them new. I don't know if I can get any further under there. Really cheap, less than $5. Really? That I almost want them then. He really barged into my house after I fell on my head. Oh, well, if he's not a real doctor, how do you know it's legitimate doctor advice? He could be a scammer. Maybe you should just bonk your head a lot and see what happens. I don't think I finished this sleigh. I think there's somewhere that I'm missing. Yeah, you get it, Vincenzo. You get under there. Ooh, look at all the presents. Can we just steal the presents and run? Go to TCG Player site. You can find cards of all kinds there. TCG Player? G Player. I might take a look later. I think that would be fun. Cards are fun. To collect. I don't need to collect everything though, I just like collecting my favorites of things. Piston got some sports cards not that long ago. Those are pretty cool. I literally only have Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I think, really, in the Inuyasha ones. Oh, I have a couple Star Wars cards, too. Actually. I used to get the Star Wars magazine all the time. Yes, I'm a nerd. Fucking nerd! I don't know if I can get up there. I don't know how I just miraculously did that, but you know. There's gonna be so much stuff to like try and get later.
Just get it now.
Oh no, I'm trying, but to like see what we're missing. Oh, I made it. You see that miraculous jump?
No, do it again.
No, the proof is here. I'm up here. Oh my god, don't do it. I'm not done. How do you check to see what you've taken?
Tab.
Like what's left? Tab? Oh yeah, okay. We have to get on top of those lights here and on top of the door frame. I tried getting some of it. I don't think I got enough though. Find cards of all kind. Why does it look like you're just ruining it rather than washing it? Because I'm doing both. Oh my god, I got Blackluster Soldier Envoy of Chaos, perfect for my Yugi deck. Is that like a rare card or is it just good for you?
It's like a generic boss monster. He's outdated now.
Soldier of Chaos. I remember it being pretty good back in the day.
Was back in the day.
A lot of the cards that I have a lot of nostalgia with are probably shit now. I always like the Toon cards too, and the Harpies.
Toon cards are awesome. Too bad they suck.
Yeah. They're cute though. I only care about cuteness, really. Next step, I'm going to teach my niece how to kill me in one turn. There you go. So proud of you. Raise them right. Am I right? Murder, little one, murder.
Kill me next.
You know, Vincenzo, stop that. If she ever becomes a professional Yu-Gi-Oh player and wins a bunch of tournaments and stuff, she has you to thank for that. I can't get the light over here. Wonder if I can. Oh. Wow. Look at me parkouring the fuck out of everything today. I'm brilliant. Can we get to the other one? Yeah, anything else here? Ah. Oh, I can't get his head. Oh, I accidentally just got the fucking rest of the sleigh, I think. There we go. There she goes. There she goes. Again, I don't know why that just popped into my head. Can someone like yell out a type of like a genre of music? I don't know if I want to listen to instrumental all night.
Classical.
What would we rather listen to other than classical? That's like the same thing. By the way, Yudi, are you done yet? Yay her, nay her. This chair is very dirty. Man, there was some sort of party that happened here with a whole bunch of elves, Vincenzo. I wonder what really happened. Hatsune Miku music. Actually, I don't even know what that's.
Insinuate.
You know. You're a degenerate. Hatsune Miku. Sure, whatever. I don't want to take you. No. We're gonna finish this. I mean, you can come play with us if you just rather play this, but who's throwing water balloons at my face? But yeah. What's it called? I'm okay playing golf, but if not, whatever. We can just finish the whole seasonal pack if you want, then, Vincenzo. That track. She forced me to do this. You wouldn't even be doing me a favor. Wow. I hate y'all. Yeah, let me know anyway, Yudi. You're welcome to join us or whatever. This sounds like Animal Crossing music, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I know who Hatsune Miku is, but I have never played any of the games, and I have never actually heard her music. Or, like, any of that. And I know she's in, like, 100,000 different games. As, like, a character. Oh my god. One of my favorite Hatsune Miku is Mika Mimi Switch. Lamparoo. Yeah, all I'm hearing is Animal Crossing noises. That is not a Hatsune Miku song. Oh, she is fucking in it. This is a song I fucking have. Huh. I love this girl's songs. She's very unique. It's an interesting remix. Oh, there's some there. I like this. That's interesting. Does Hatsune Miku swear? Just okay. The char is done. Now it's just about pressing tab and seeing all the places we fucking missed. You played Sea of Thieves today, and thanks to the Deluxe Cube weekend, I got my Froggy Lantern! Oh, I want one. How much is the Battle Pass?
That's also an option. When you're just
What?
3 of us tonight.
Playing Sea of Thieves? Maybe. Stop throwing shit at my face. I don't need to be woken up. $1,000 of those black coins, which is like $10 if you have 0. I probably have like 0. We're at 99%. How do you view balcony bolsters? A bunting? Decoration machine buttons? Okay, we're still missing a lot of stuff. I'm just pressing tab, walking around, trying to see if I see something. There's a whole bunch up there. Can I move the ladder? Let's climb this and see if we can get it from here. There we go. How the fuck am I supposed to get that? I'm stuck. I don't know how I'm supposed to get that. Yeah, if I climb on top of here and jump? Tell me this doesn't sound like Animal Crossing. Hey, got it. There we go. I don't know, I don't see anything else. Oh, there's some. I need the dirt detector from Viscera's cleanup. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. It's not points. You always do points. Wait, is it? I actually don't know. Ay, ay. That literally scared the shit out of me. Oh, it's behind the flags. What's that? Who's that Pokemon? What are those emotes supposed to mean? How the fuck am I supposed to get behind the flag? I mean, I like some of these songs better, I'm not gonna lie. Deerling Escapade. How am I... Ah, we got it. Haha. You know what? Thank you for this suggestion, Pretzel. I'm kind of liking these songs. Oh, there's some. The beam in the middle. And this is where it gets hard, because you can't find where any of the shit is. Whoa, Vincenzo just glitched out hardcore. I don't see anything else. Oh. I should go pick up some beer tomorrow. I haven't had beer in like 2 weeks. We're still at 99%. Where could we possibly be missing stuff? Oh, I see some flashing over here. There we go. Where else? I don't see any flashing. Oh, I accidentally got something. I bet you there's some behind. No, that's good. Oh, there's still some on this fucking beam. There we go. Gems, I don't see anything else. There's some there. Is that a bunter thing? Just looking for flashy things. Man, I'm just gonna go to the list. Okay, what is it? What the fuck does it say that we're missing? Toy plane, stock shelves, sleigh ski crossbar, sleigh seat, processing machine, lanterns, grotto wall paneling and grotto skirting, giant bauble tops, fireplace present, fireplace gonk. What the fuck is a gonk? Who knows what a gonk is? Fireplace candles, decoration machine, vent pipes, papers, and buttons. Okay. Fireplace candles. Okay. Aha! And then it said the sleigh seat? Ah. Okay, the seat is done. And it said the crossbars. Oh, I got one. Did it just say there was the one that needed to get cleaned? I think so. The toy plane. The something something machine. Presents, clean that room. Hi, Black. I got a fusion destiny. What is that? How are you doing, Black? We are having some difficulty. Decoration machine vent pipes. Workbench easel blueprints. This. Grotto screen decoration machine papers. Fireplace presents. That's over here. I wish I got paid for cleaning like this, because I would be quite pleased. Just finished an 11-hour drive. Are you exhausted yet? Yes, a sage with eyes of blue for my blue eyes deck. Oh, there you go. You know I love blue eyes stuff. Lanterns. Gonk. What the fuck is a gonk? A fireplace gonk. That is a very high-pitched noise. Is that a gonk? Is that what that was? What else did I say? I got a cactus bouncer. You control so hard with that card. Pencil's just pulling cards left, right, and center, I guess. Bobble tops, wall paneling, machine processing curtain, and lanterns. I think that's this. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, I bet you it's the one up there. How do I get to the other one? I'm stuck. Damn it, how do I get up there? Damn it.
Oh, we got 3 things left.
Okay. Look at the lanterns. Oh, this one's not clean. You see it? Get it, Vincenzo, get it.
Get it.
I'll look for the other lantern. Where the fuck is the other dirty lantern?
Right here.
It says there's
Need the
4.
ladder.
We'll go get the ladder then.
Get the ladder.
Oh, there's one here. Got another.
The giant bubble.
There's still one more lantern that's dirty. Did you get this one?
Yeah.
Well, where's
this
the other
one?
dirty one? It's which one?
That one.
You're glitching out so hard. This one? I got it. Giant bauble tops and grotto wall paintings. Oh, that's gonna be one of these thingies, I guess. What are you playing tonight, Black? Wonder which one it is, though. It's a hunt, and this is what makes this game so frustrating because you have no idea which ones it is. Oh no. Grotto paneling. What the fuck is a grotto paneling? What is this, by the way? Naughty and niceless. That's a bunting. Grotto wall. Beam. Grotto ceiling. What is grotto? Oh, this stuff. No, I don't think it's that one.
It's this one, but I can't see anything.
Got it. Now the bauble tops. I sprayed them all though, and I can't. I can't get them. I'm not playing anything on 5. Oh yeah, right. You're driving. That sucks. What do you do on the road? Do you have any spare time at all, or do you just hate your life the whole time? It's a frickin' U-Bowl. Couple Phantom Knight cards. Interesting. Nice. Good job, Vincenzo. We did it! Oh. Alrighty. Escape. Look, that's us.
Just think one of us was more neat.
Yeah, I'm not very neat with this at all. Whatever, you still have to hunt things down at the end. Seasonal specials. Wait, is that it? This is the only one? I've done that one before. Why is it saying it's new?
You don't want to play with Yudi?
I don't think he answered. A white aura whale. Had a couple half days of work in Vegas, so I lost some money gambling, but elsewhere I'm driving through 3 days. Ugh. That's not good you lost money. We don't have to play this if you don't want to keep playing, Vincenzo.
I don't care either way.
What does chat want to do? Can people just like scream out a random game at me that I own? We can do Nitro Stream Racing, Words, Marbles on Stream. We could do Jackbox if we have enough people. I don't know. At Uni. I'm not gonna have enough time to play anything big. There's some new games on this too. I want the SpongeBob pack for this, was $10. You lost to $80. Oh, that's not so bad. Roulette is notorious for that. I got a Destiny Hero Malicious. I have no idea what that means. There's this new game. This Venbu one. Yeah, it's okay, Vincenzo. I'm probably gonna switch. I'm done power washing unless we end up getting the SpongeBob. Thank you for playing and keeping me company while I play. Let's try this though. It's a cooking game. Thank you for the lurkadirk. We'll see if this is any good, because if it's not, like, accept. Den opening pack. I would say the cards are 8 out of 10. You like them a lot? That's good. Okay, first of all, music needs to go all the way down. I like that. Camera Bob? Sure. I guess we can keep this music. How many cards or how many packs did you get, Pretz? Well, thank you. Well, wait, think well before you dare and never ruminate once in action. Okay. This has just got very intense the second this game started. With the music. Leaving already? Do I have to do anything or will it just like change by itself? No, I need to click. Hey, sorry, did I wake you? What time is that? 8? How you feeling? Tired. Hi, butt stuff, how are you? I'll call your school and see if you can't come in today. You're just about to leave for work, you should go back to sleep. What about your lunch? There's some leftover idli batter and garlic chutney from yesterday. You can steam some idlis quickly. I don't know how to say that. I don't know if I can figure all that out. It's okay, I was just about to leave. Okay, this music's a little too intense right now. Hold on. Let's go to this for a little bit, okay? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. How do we say that word, guys? I don't know how to say it. It'll take me too long then, but don't worry. I can just survive on the coffee machine. Fine, I'll make it then. Wait 5 minutes. Really, it's fine. No, I need to make lunch for myself anyway. Just tell the school I'll be done in a minute. 4 packs total. Each has 18 cards. I'm holding a big deck. You're holding a big deck, are you? This is supposed to be like a game. No. That includes a lot of reading. Let's get this done fast. Although, should I try my mother's recipe for once? The way I make idlis are never as soft as hers, and they would always cheer me up when I'm feeling sick. I should just make them her way today. If it's still readable, why wouldn't you rewrite it if it's your mother's recipe? The Psycho won a 1999 Blood's White Dragon Ego Magic and Wizards test print card? A test print card? You said, do you want it? Yeah. Idli plate, towel, cooker. Ingredients: water and batter, holes to let steam through. These also have holes so batter can cook. Make sure to blankety blank blank. Arrange plates so steam can cook better properly. Without batter in the cooker? Okay. I'm confused. I don't fucking know. I don't think I should cover the batter with a towel. Are you making more? Just keep filling it? It says no. Oh wait, I was supposed to turn them. Okay, whatever. I just have to figure out the recipe. What on eBay is priced at $500K? Why don't you sell it? If I had that much money, do you know what we could do? We could get a stream room for starters. And like all the shit I need for stream. And I could just be a full-time streamer at that point. I'd just be here all day, guys. All day. Every day. What the fuck? I just have to figure it out? The batter leaked through the... Oh! So you put that in first. Like that. Okay, interesting. But then why do they bother having the holes? I think I have to do it like that. So you have to figure out the recipes as you go, like you were actually cooking it. Don't threaten me with a good time for a... Wait, what am I threatening you with? Wait, what am I threatening you with? Me being here all day, every day? I mean, if I could make enough money, I would. Only the bottom plate cooked? The steam from the water didn't reach the upper plates. Okay, so something about the holes that I'm doing wrong. So, wait, how do I make it so that they... So I have to make it so they, like, line up perfectly. Yeah, but I don't know how to line them up properly. I don't fucking know. How do I know how to line them up? How? I don't understand how to line them up. I don't fucking know. That's the same way that it was before. Wait, no, that'd be 2.5 million gifted subs. Waiting for you to drop 1 million gifted subs. Pretzel wants him to do it back, had an emergency. Are you okay? Getting you 500K to full-time stream, uwu. I wouldn't even need that much. Like, literally. What, you want to do some maths? Let's do some maths. Like, if I could have 28K, it would very much be doable. That would be 4,800 subs. Yeah. Why are you throwing shit at me? Let's divide that. I need like 400 subs a month. We're not close to that right now. I'd be 2.5 million gifts. If I win a lottery, I'd do it. Actually, I would just don't know that. I would cry. Could you imagine? Yeah, could you imagine? Like for that, you could ask me to break my computer right in front of everyone on stream, and I'd be like, okay, it's done. That would be insane. But yeah, what's it called? Yeah, no, I'd be happy just getting the Partner Plus program. So the Partner Plus program, if you guys don't know, it's if you get 100 subs, and they can't be Prime and they can't be gifted, which is the hard thing. If you get 100 different subs from people, if you do it for 3 months in a row, you get the Partner Plus program, and I get 70% revenue instead of 50. Would cry if I won the lottery. Yeah, I believe that. I know. There's like, if I won the lottery, there's so much I'd want to do. That's why I'll never win it, because if you're gonna help people with it and like not really be rich, you'll never win. It's a life curse money. People who don't have issues with like hoarding money will never win the lottery, I tell you. Unless they're old. I think you forgot about my beard though. What? You really didn't have to do this. What else to do? My husband can't figure out idlers. I told you to go to sleep. Be grateful for your wife. I'll just be evil first, then we'll do good. Wait, what would you do evil? What would you do evilly with money? Pavlon, you're making me choose between resting and letting you starve. That's not a fair choice to me. You're not letting me starve. I know what you can't get lunch, like order food. Or like just take something. Where you going? Why you leaving? The fuck is up? This is a very intense conversation about food. Hoard it and do nothing to improve the world around me. I don't know. What do I gotta do to win? What do you mean to win? You don't have to hoard it. I'd buy the world and be a dictator. What would be some of your first issues as dictator of planet Earth, Judy? You don't have any balls, by the way. You have to do Poke Shop. Poke Shop, Pokeball. And how many you want. Or do exclamation point no balls and it'll give you the command. All ads are illegal and punishable by death. What are businesses allowed to do to advertise for their business? This school gives you more shifts, or the boss changes his mind. It'll be tough to stay in Canada. Black pretzel? That is so funny. Storefronts only. Wow. Thank you for the subby. Black pretzel. Pretzel's evil twin, Black pretzel. Wait, I guess actually, Black pretzel would be the good one, and Psycho pretzel would be the bad one because he's the psycho one. Kristen is getting... I put this sticker upside down, by the way. I'm just realizing that it's the necklace. Oh well, it's upside down. Anyway, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh sticker. Piston just invented my Dragon Ball Z nemesis. I think you're the nemesis, Pretzel. I'm not gonna lie. I think you're the one who's the nemesis. You're the psycho one. You can't be the good one. And was world dictator, the first thing I would do is improve infrastructure and build transcontinental high-speed rail. You know, a lot of things would suffer if you built a high-speed railway that needs a lot of maintenance. Why wouldn't you just mass produce faster planes? Make them cheaper. Not to be a nerd, because trains are more expensive than planes right now. Like, I can fly somewhere for like 40 bucks one way. Do you know how much trains cost? Like $80 to $300, at least here in Canada. It's fucking nuts. There's no point in taking trains anymore. It's going to be tough to stay in Canada. You know, there's no other options, but I wouldn't mind going back. I'm sure I can teach again at my old job. There's nothing really keeping us here. That would be nice. Why y'all want to leave Canada so bad? What's wrong with it here? I'll walk you to the doctor's office before I go to work. All I need is some sleep. You've been saying that for 2 days now. Come on, I'll walk you. Doctors are free here. Why is this game making fun of Canada? Why was that in quotes? I am so attacked right now. Does someone make this game fucking hate Canada? The fuck? I'm gonna review this fucking game. Planes are more destructive. Also, how are they more destructive? Took them, which is unfortunate. Catch-22 of rail. I know, but it takes so long. It takes like a ridiculous amount of time to travel on them. Blame Canada, apparently. This also looks very easy to make. Planes emit a lot of carbon. Yeah, but like you don't think trains do? Like, sure, you can make like electric trains, I suppose, but I don't know. Let me think about this. If they were faster, like, it's still a very long venture across Canada on trains. Is a lot faster than standard rail, but like, how fast would I be able to get to like Ontario from Halifax? Because I don't want to be on a train for a full 12 hours. I used to do that as a child all the time. And I wonder how cheap it would be. Like, it would really have to make it worth it. Because like, I refuse to ever take buses just because like, it would turn like a 4-hour trip into like a 12-hour, 13-hour trip. Because like, GO trains are pretty fast that we have here, and I don't know. You can't really have a monorail going like through traffic, because they actually they can crash. They cause like a lot of like deaths and stuff too. There's train crashes all the time. In our small town that I used to live in, we had like multiple people get killed by a train. Multiple. What's with you? You never told me what the doctor said. Well, I think you should eat first. She's pregnant. Oh, okay. I bet you want our free healthcare now. What's gotten into you today? That jingling noise is her bracelet when she moves. Yep, she's having a baby. I called it. I mean, I like the sound of like electric travel though. Does anyone here have an electric car? So I guess this means we have a reason to stay. Oh, having a baby made you stay in Canada, huh? The average single private jet flight emits more carbon than a single person driving does in a lifetime. I would 100% have a private jet or rent a private jet if I could, and there are reasons, though. Did you know that they don't let you bring your own food into the airport? They don't really have peanut-free food that you can bring on the plane in the airport, because all the restaurants, like, you either can't bring it with you because they serve it there, or they choose fast food restaurants that aren't nut-free, like Tim Hortons and stuff. Like, I can't have the stuff there. So, and the food that they serve on the planes aren't nut-free. So literally, there are people, and I've read this online from a lot of people, if there's like a 10-11 hour flight, you can't eat like the whole time, other than like crackers and chips, and that's your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. An average single private jet flight, yeah, like 155 miles per hour. What's that in kilometers? Commercial planes are better because they move a lot more people at once, but private jets are horrible. Well, commercial planes are also awful. I asked AI to estimate how many people in the US die from trains each year. Okay, what did it say? Raising a child back home wouldn't be so bad either. There's a chance at a very different life here. It's only going to get more expensive, though, and we're barely scraping by as it is. Well, apparently Canada's expensive. We can't provide everything on the parents would be able to. What if they resent us when they grow up? Maybe moving back to India is the best option after all. It said around 500. And that's just in the US? How many people die from plane crashes? How many people die from carbon emissions? Right now, no, I'm kidding. That matters long term. You know, I'm surprised we haven't like come up with like a solution to like clean the air on a mass scale, eh? But then they could resent us for taking away this opportunity. I don't know, it sounds like you don't want to be in Canada. I don't know, it's funny to see you worry like this. Are you not worried? I don't know, I feel very calm for some reason. That makes one of us. Pavlin, don't worry. I'm sure they will turn out just fine. How can you be so sure? It's our child. How else could they turn out? There's a lot of ways children can turn out. Yeah, that's interesting though. Well, how many people have taken a train in like the last year? I used to a long time ago, just going between two cities. Like 259-ish kilometers per hour, that's pretty fast. How many kilometers is in between Ontario and, here, hold on. Ontario to... It's 1,745 kilometers. Bring my good old calculator back. Oops. I do that depending on how much it was. Yeah. I would depend if it was like significantly less than a plane ticket, I would be able to sit there for 6 hours. That's like to my grandma's house from here. And that's not so bad. So like for concerts and stuff, I would do that. High speed rail it is. How long would it take me to get to British Columbia from Nova Scotia? Or like San Diego from Nova Scotia? It'd be less expensive than plane tickets because a lot of passenger volume. But there would be a lot of maintenance on all the rails though. Spectacles update? Like my glasses? Like what kind of update? Where did you run off to? Sir, it'd be my privilege to work with you. Pardon me, sir. I don't have time to play, Kevin. I have a lot of work to do. Yes, sir. I've managed transport of hundreds of units of inventory per day. Pardon me, sir. Kevin, there you are. What are you wearing? Where's your shirt? It's a cape. Take it off. Let's get you dressed. No, I like it. Why does that remind me of Vincenzo? Because of passenger volume. Let's do the math. Vincenzo, I need you for this too. Can we please do the math on how... He could probably do it. Vincenzo, where are you? Ding ding. Are you up for a math challenge? He's not here. Hold on, I'll send him a message. I bet you he can do it. We'll see what he says when he comes back. He would have to calculate like how much a train ticket is and a plane ticket and how many people we'd be able to get back and forth faster than a plane. What about like super high speed planes that cause less carbon emissions? Okay, question number 2. If you could go to the moon as a passenger, would you want to? You would say yes right away. Yes, sir. Bachelor of Science of Physics, sir. Ayo, that towel is so dirty. Current train tickets from Nova Scotia to San Diego are $266. Planes are $518, according to the internet. That's not bad for like super far. But how many hours? Black says yes. Ray says yes. Piston says no. I believe that for you, Piston. I would. I'd want to go just for the experience. Okay, so that's how much the tickets cost. That plane ticket is inaccurate though. At least that during peak times, because I looked when I was trying to go and it was like a minimum of like $800 to like $1,300 just for the round trip tickets. Or is that one way? But what's it called? Yeah, how many hours is it to go to San Diego on a train? That would be like 2-3 days on a fucking train. I bet you. No, but sir, you can just take me on a probation period, maybe. Plane probably 4-ish hours aside from boarding times. The plane? Oh no. It takes me like 4 hours to go to like. That's a much longer flight. That's gonna be like an 8-hour flight. I don't think you realize how far I am. I think when I looked, it was like 8 hours. So yeah, one way is $430. One way. And that's during cheap times. Does it not say like the flight time on this website? Yeah, that's just one way. I believe 8. I think it's 8 as well. Current is 10 for the plane. 10 hours for the plane. 4 days? Wow. Okay, so this one flight is $430 one way from here to San Diego. Okay, so $430. Business class is $1,100. Like, what a jump. They go as high as like $3,000 for like business class, and business class is pretty much the exact same fucking thing. You can't ignore time zone differences because then it's not accurate. I think at the time I flew to Wisconsin, high-speed rail would make Halifax to San Diego one day. That's no. I think I'd still rather fly. For that price difference, I'd rather fly that far than spending a full day on a train. Like 8 hours is already super long. Assuming you use the fastest routes. I don't know, what would you guys prefer? Would you rather spend a day on a train or like 8 hours on a plane? Well, what happens if you had a faster plane though? We just need to invent teleportation and then imagine. Let's have Star Trek happen. A day on a train? Really? Why? You can make faster planes. They used to have them all the time. They used to have them. They just couldn't keep up with them. Like, they didn't have enough people that were willing to pay for them at the time. But if they made mass-produced them, you'd be able to. And technology will eventually get to a point where it'll be cheaper. Train rides are smooth as fuck. Plane doing international flights is usually faster. Like, they had they had, like, planes that went very, very, very fast that used to travel back in, like, the 70s. And they had some of them, but they eventually got discontinued because they didn't have enough people willing to pay for it at the time. But yeah, we need teleportation. Supersonic planes don't work. The fuel requirements to passenger ratios. Well, that's the thing, though. They'd have to advance technology so it was cheaper, right? That's why we don't have them yet. Mr. Master of Science, what happened? Same old. They didn't buy the hundreds of units of inventory story. I'm telling you, it's time for it to go. That's not entirely untrue. I helped out in grocery store when I was 12. And you're paid in candy. Well, I've only worked as a writer back home. I don't see myself getting a job for that here. This guy's kind of like... Why doesn't he work for a grocery store here if he doesn't have a job? He wants to go... What the fuck? He wants to go watch cartoons instead of looking for a job. Don't go for a job so high. Go get a shitty job. We can watch Batman together. Yes, but your son is going to forget Tamil at this rate. Do you know his friends call him Kevin? What's wrong with that? Speaking Tamil da. Well, what's wrong with that? It's only one letter that's different anyways. Names tell stories. It's a way for people to learn about you and where you're from. You shouldn't be afraid to correct your friends. It's your name, after all. Who else is going to tell them? And Kavan means beautiful. It's such a lovely name and it suits you so well. I don't want to be beautiful. Myth of Empires is on sale. How much is it, Yuri? Bestfriend's dad works for Boeing. Boeing has some issues right now. We can't make the planes better. We hit top speed in planes commercially early. No, that's not true. That's not true. You just need to wait for the new technology to come out. It's like typically everything else. So like, technology is super expensive when it first came out. It's like right now it's really expensive to probably get like a fucking, what do you call it, a jetpack where you can actually like fly around on. But eventually, we should call it a hover pack now, honestly. Eventually, that technology, they're going to be able to do it cheaper, like the new like inventions that come out and like new sources of like, all you need is a new source of fuel or like some new material to make things that's stronger and lighter weight or whatever, and then regular stuff gets cheaper. So very potentially there could just be a breakthrough that you can just make it cheaper. Or maybe we have a new type of gas. Maybe we don't need gas anymore. Like, what happens if you don't need a gas-powered plane? What if it's going to be an electric plane or like a solar-powered plane? You never know. Myth of Empires is on sale for $20. There we go. If anyone wants to pick up Myth of Empires, we would love to play that with you guys. We already have a base up and running and everything, and then we can start a war with the salt farm. That's what I really want to do. You gonna get it, Uni? He's brighter than us, Venba. He's learned to adapt. We haven't. Are just as fast as they were in the 80s. The Concorde's maintenance issues you were worried about with the trains. Yeah, no, I believe that, but that's what, like, saying that they can never advance, that's just not true. That's just not true. They will always come up with new ways of doing things. We just can't think of it right now because it hasn't come into fruition yet. Who do I look like? Elon Musk? He aced yesterday's English quiz. He did? Really? Good job. We should celebrate, Takana. What do you want to eat? I'll make something special. Oh? Can we order pizza? Speak in Tamil, Kevin. I want pizza. How about something better? How about we make something at home? Like parada. Dosa? Idiyappam? Gidosa? I don't know any of these foods. Biryani. I've never really had Indian food before. Curry dosa. I'm tired of all these. I said I want pizza. Extra cheese. Extra toppings. Please say pineapple. You eat pizza all the time. Bururu. Hello, Swan. How are you? The world used to be grossly different in 50 years. I know, like, if you don't have $20 to buy the game. I just got onto that. Pineapple pizza. Fuck pineapple? Fine, don't have pineapple. Have pineapple instead. What's it called? What was I gonna say? Yeah, like, I talked to my dad about this before, and I don't know who was saying it, but he remembers when, like, all the stuff started happening with space and, like, just the amount of, like, planes that, like, started, like, going in the sky. I think that was my grandpa that said that one. Pineapple. I mean, that's different. Just look back to the future. What do you mean? It's very different. The Industrial Revolution changed, like, the entire face of the planet within, like, a very short amount of time if you look at the entire timeline of the planet. But, like, now, if we have, like, another inventing boom, just imagine. Like, all they need to do is crack one little thing, and who knows, maybe we'll be teleporting everywhere. You never fucking know. You never know. Like, weird shit can happen like that. Yeah, what are you up to tonight, Spawn? Moving the 1980s about what the 2020s would be, and we're not there. There's also books, like, what is it called? Brave New World. In that one, they predicted a whole bunch of stuff, and we have been doing most of it. But it can go so much further. Like, there's so much further that's gonna happen. You just wait and see. Wait and see. Did we all think that we'd be, like, in VR and fucking, like, imagine what we're gonna do with VR. You're just gonna be able to, like, sit in your living room and travel. That's honestly what's gonna be able to happen. We're gonna all be in the meta walking around at TwitchCon. You won't advance how far? Teleportation? We'll see. We'll see. Shit's gonna get crazy. Aliens are gonna come down and teach us Yudi. I've only seen my mother make it before. It's a lot of fun to make. Reminds me of a rocket. A rocket? Yeah, a lot of steam comes out when you make it. It looks just like a rocket launching. It does, yes. But you know what? Let's just order pizza. There's no rocket, but you get a nice cardboard box. Speaking of teleportation, if you teleport, are you still the same person or not? That's a good question. I like that question. That's a stoner question. Would you be unscrambled and re-scrambled? What if one of the cells doesn't get re-scrambled? We're actually currently kneecapping progress because the people at the top make more money that way. Oh, 100%. They've half the technology that's out now we had back in the 60s. Hi Mel, thank you. 9 months we have a stream, baby. We'll probably see a surge in automation and AI pretty soon though, because that means they won't have to pay workers. Oh yeah. I have something about that. Let me just give Mal his sticker quickly. I have let's do this one. How are you, Mal? How was your weekend? Here's your little sticker there. Thank you, thank you. Are we bitching about capitalism? We're talking about future technology and traveling, but what's it called? The apocalypse is just the jobs we lose to AI. Maybe it could be the start of it. So, the RCMP here, which is like our police force, released a document, and most of it is redacted. But they said about their concerns over the next 5 to 10 years in Canada, and a lot of it was thinking that people don't trust institutions, that they're going to kind of like rise up and like get pissed off at everything. So they were predicting like what's going to happen, and most likely if we don't have enough jobs and keep bringing people in like we do, and like the housing crisis and like everything else that's going on, not paying workers enough for a living wage, they're going to introduce a what do you call it? A universal wage that like everyone gets, kind of like welfare, where like everyone gets like a bare minimum amount. What is that going to do to people's regular wages? And what's that going to do to the economy and everything else? And like one person like controlling everyone's like wages and stuff, because like utopias always fail, right? It'd be lovely if they were successful, but there's so much like corruption on the planet that they would always fail. So what would a living wage from the government do if like everyone was on welfare? It's almost like those movies where you see like people like work out like just to make energy, and then everything else is given to you. Like what would happen? So it's very curious. If you didn't have a job, would people get like super bored like rats in a cage? Like you never know. Would y'all stop fucking with me? Be good. It's going okay. You didn't do anything? Feel free to bitch about stuff though. The apocalypse is the jobs lose to AI. Not capitalism per se, but the people at the top. We will see another French Revolution soon. This is true. Me and Yudi talked about this. History always repeats itself, and there will be some sort of retaliation. It's just bound to happen eventually. But people are getting very fed up with a lot of stuff. But yeah, I mean, remember the governments are businesses, and they very much are run as a business for money and to self-sustain the people working for them more so than for the people. How they're set up. Utopias fail because of outside sources. Not even us outside sources. It's just corruption from everything in general. There's always someone that gets greedy or like screws up the cog in the wheel. Utopias fail because some people suck. People who want billions of dollars can suck it. Nobody needs that. That's very true. That's very, very true. No one needs that much money. If everybody shared like a little bit like that, like there should be like a cap on how much you need. Like you can put enough away so that you'd have enough money generating for life into like certain things. Oh, here comes Krim. Oh Lord. Have you been listening, Krim? Krim's gonna go nuts on this shit. But like if you have enough to like keep generating more in revenue, things do get more expensive and you have to keep generating more, which is kind of what like the Vatican does. Don't even get me started on that. But yeah, no one needs that much money to survive off of. Yes, I have a question for you, Vincenzo. I'd ask Minecraft map markers and scale model builders. Okay, hold on, Vincenzo. So if we had a super fast powered train and we had a super fast plane, how much would it cost to for a plane ticket or a train ticket, depending on like how many people they could each carry? Like, can you calculate how many people per, like, let's say month a plane and a train would be able to carry back and forth between Nova Scotia and San Diego, and then how much a ticket would cost for one trip on the plane and on the train. And we averaged out the price of a ticket, and we know how many kilometers it is, or miles, and how fast they could travel. Can you figure that out? How are you, by the way, Krem? What if $1 billion was like $100,000 like 100 years ago? So if if $1 billion was worth a lot more, like later, get a trophy, you hit 99 million. That says you won capitalism. No more money. If there was no more money, then how would you get things you wanted? I think it would be reversed. So I think $1 billion would be worth like $1 trillion afterwards. How about, let's put it this way: nobody needs to make thousands of dollars more per hour than their lowest paid employee. That is very true as well. It should be shared. I mean, they should. What they should do is figure out a way for businesses to sustain by paying the minimum wage should be set at a living wage. It shouldn't be able to go below that, or like caps on rent and stuff. Like, figure out different ways to balance it. Like, the system's been the same for so long. Like fucking put something in the wheel that fucking makes a new system. I don't care if we don't have smart people anymore, I swear. If they're or the rich just want to keep getting rich, and they just want to keep it the same because of that. I have a problem. There's insanely rich people while others barely make it paycheck. Absolutely. A living wage, like a universal wage, would technically stop that if it was done properly, or it could do the reverse, and you would end up having everyone poor, like a larger lower class. Like you see in like the movies and like districts and stuff, like shanty houses. So it could go either way. What if 1 billion now was 1 million 100 years ago? But that would be like a trillion. That would it just means it would be worth like way more than $1 billion. Because $1 million 100 years ago was like ridiculous. Also, thought experiment, yes, and correct, that's inflation. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking would happen. But then you're also going to need to earn. Everything goes up with that. Like, as things inflate, the price of everything goes up, right? So then you'd be stuck the exact same. I'm confused what Krim is saying. Me too. He has made a point that is accurate, but I'm not sure what he's trying to get at about said point. Why does profits always have to go up? This is unsustainable. Correct. Because our government is always going into more and more debt, because there's always money circulating and more people, and the prices of everything keep going up. Well, like, how do you stop everything from going up? If $1 billion company makes $10 billion in profit, why must they feel like they need to make more next year? Because the CEO wants to make more? There are too many decks on my table. I believe this pretzel. I'm streaming on YouTube too, by the way, guys. The number they actually have now or in the past is irrelevant. It's all about the gap between the top and the bottom. Yeah. IRL voice ban. Oh shit. Really, Piston? How rude. We're in the middle of a discussion. Well, see you in a minute, guys.
Looks like I'm taking over. Y'all dumb as fuck.
Okay, I can talk again. So thank you for interrupting, Piston. No, you are not first on YouTube. That would be Pretzel. But, yeah, so, Krim, if they had $1 million 100 years ago, that would have inflated with everything else, and it would have been worth $1 billion today. The current richest people in the world had rich parents, but none of them are Carnegies or Rothschilds or any other American magnate. Those families are well documented and not billionaires now. None of them are? That would be an interesting history fact. Are any people who were rich 100 years ago, like family-wise, are any of them rich today? Because there are legacies of rich people, but you don't hear about them as much, especially overseas. There must be some that are. It's a bit chunky. Should feel like slightly wet sand. Use a sleeve? I'm very confused. I'm very confused about what I'm supposed to be doing. Zara. Why y'all laugh? Oh. I actually have to shake it. That's kind of cool. What do I do now? Do something with the chunks. Blend them? No? What are y'all doing? Added less than so much rice to use all of it. I need to buy a whole bunch of card sleeves now. Yeah, for now, I need cheap ones of those. For now, I'll keep these in a little box. I have mine in my Pokemon boxes. Thank you, Piston. Blended rice. I need a way to use all the rice. If I put it back in there and blend it again, and then sift it again, you just have to keep doing this? That's annoying. We need to categorize products by necessity, including basic, like TV and internet luxuries, and put a cap. Whoa, what the fuck just happened? On how much Absolutely. Did you know that, like, phone, internet, like, all things like that are the most expensive in Canada than, like, most places? Like, ours is, like, way higher than everyone else. Like, this is perfect. Oh, there's so much water. I think I have to mix the water and flour little by little. Hot take, but the point profit measures are getting out of control. Yeah, I mean, generally with regular retail, 20 to 40% markups are very normal. It's like all like the t-shirts you buy in stores and like stuff like that, people are like, so they buy them wholesale, which they make a profit, and then the people buy them again, and they can make anywhere from like 20 to 50% profit. Anything above that is like nuts. So when people will market, I've seen things marked up like 200, 300% before from what their value is. Hi, buyer. That is my daytime job, so I know how that works. But yeah, like a lot of the things that you buy for $10 or even $50, they can be worth $2 to $10. And you're overpaying them by a lot. Like, that's a very small portion of it, but the markups of big businesses and how much CEOs are pocketing and stuff like that are ridiculous. Now, I don't know personally, like, I've never been a CEO and how much work goes into, like, doing a lot of this stuff. Is it worth that much? I don't know about that. I mean, can't we go back to just, like, kind of honest like old school businesses. Like, again, it comes down to types of people. Facts. I need a cyber/harpy lady, but I didn't get one. Aw. Guess you gotta get some more. You're just gonna buy it as a single. Eggs have 2,000% profit margin increase since 2021. Although farm costs have increased by a lot. Like, the feed is more, electricity is more. Like, I know hydro and water costs are really affecting farms. So even though they're making a profit, all of their expenses are going up too. So, like, even though we blame stuff like that, like, you need to see how much the farms costs have increased too, because I know that's actually a huge issue. There are honest businesses today, absolutely, especially family businesses, honestly. Some EpiPens cost $500. I know that because fuck people who are dying, absolutely. There are EpiPen alternatives. Now, one of the sharks from Shark Tank, he's actually, there's a website, you guys can look it up. If anyone in the States like has like pills or anything that they can't really pay for, you can look this up. But one of the sharks, I think, I don't know if it was Kevin, no, I think it's Mark. He made a website and you can buy prescriptions in the States for a wholesale cost. Mark Cuban, thank you, Mel. You can actually buy those online for a wholesale cost instead of paying full price like that. Now, the controversy, EpiPens is not on that list. If you don't know what an EpiPen is, that's an adrenaline shot that when you're having an allergic reaction, it stops your throat from swelling up because you will choke and die, along with other things like your blood pressure goes low, you can faint and hit your head and like all these other things as well. But you can die. People die from it all the time if you don't know how serious allergies and anaphylactic shock is. It's gluten, things like that. Those are intolerances. That's totally different than an allergy. But yeah, EpiPens and things like that are very expensive. There are ones lower than an EpiPen. And I have one myself. And I actually learned that EpiPens are not even a full adult dose, is what the pharmacist told me the other day. There are ones that are better, that are actually a full dose. And I don't know why people don't know about them. But yeah, we need like insurance costs and stuff to cover things like that. Diabetes medicine, like cancer medications. The fact that you guys pay for some stuff that we never would. Like, I couldn't imagine paying to have a baby. Like, that's nuts to me. The first big billionaire who's related to industry magnate is 25, and it's Charles Koch. I don't know how to say that. Related to the industry magnate is 25. What do you mean the first big billionaire? Like his family from like an old time? But still, fuck him. He has a few $1 billion. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? At least he's doing something good. Like, that is a big change that he made in an entire country. He's not worth it either, but he is one of the nice ones. But he was in charge of businesses for a long time. Geez, the packs gave me way too much Salomon Great Almajaraj. Pretzel's just having a totally different conversation about Yu-Gi-Oh! On YouTube, by the way, guys. Yep, costs like 20 to 50K to deliver a baby. That is insane. That's like going to university to be a doctor. It's free here. You don't pay to have a baby in Canada. Coke is high. Okay, all right, interesting. Heck, some hospitals will deny you if you don't have health insurance. What do you do? Like, what do you do if you're having a baby and you can't afford the hospital? Like, will they just turn you away onto the street and let you die? Isn't that technically murder? This is my treehouse with Piston. I got you. You just chilling with Piston. Uni for a doctor, it's probably like 90K Canadian. Canadian, though, not American. But yeah, most university, if you go to a university for like 4 or 5 years, you're probably paying 50 to 90,000, yeah. Just for a bachelor's? That's insane. I do know internet. A lot of people come to Canada because our school is cheaper than a lot of places. That's why we have so many international students. Like, they're everywhere. Is the first billionaire on the Forbes list that is related to industry magnate? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Like what does that mean? What's the relevance of that? You go back home and have it there. You go home and have a baby, and if you die, you die. That was kind of just restating what you said. Just go shit your baby out in the dumpster out back. That's horrid. It depends on the university. My master's degree along with a bachelor's cost me $25K, but my sister spent $75K just for a bachelor's. Just think, if I have $100 now and save it and take it out later, it is $10,000 later because the dollar had increased. Correct? Which you mean my initial $100 became worth $10,000 later. That should we just all spend the money we have? We are fault families who saving 100 years ago now are the billionaires. But that's what somebody was saying. I think Black was saying no one who was like billionaires before are now. So like why, what happened, and what happened to all their money and their businesses and stuff. But yeah, you save the money, it's worth more, but you usually need that money throughout your lifetime or during your retirement. So even if it's worth that much now, it's keeping that without having to spend as much as you're making. Like you need to have it invested and keep going with it. So it's like that's the goal, is to never run out of money. But then you do start kind of hoarding it a little bit, or knowing how much you'll need. So how are they becoming billionaires? Businesses, stocks, reinvesting, being able to earn more than what you're spending or investing. The problem is they didn't save. They exploited people to make more off of the $100, stealing profits and being paid in stocks that have inflated values. Anyhow, y'all love this talk. The government's probably watching chat now. All right. Flour, coconut, 4 tablespoons of blank, 3 tablespoons of blank, and water. It's possible. So you have to put stuff in between them. Water, flour, and coconut. Okay, so water. Oh. I don't think this is right. Are we just putting like the layers back and forth like this? I don't think this is gonna be right. Hey, it's Inuyasha's song. Wait, is it? Fuck yeah, it is. Ayumi Hamasaki, one of the OGs. Everything Jeff Bezos saves money to make $1 billion is fucking ridiculous. Yeah. He didn't save that up. Exploiter just assumed the risk of the multinational corporation, and what is the risk worth? Billionaires don't have $1 billion in a bank account. They have billions in assets. Elon Musk, yeah, and it's smart taking out. If you're gonna take out money as like credit, instead of doing that, you kind of put it against your assets or against, or you take out money like in a credit form to make more money. So instead of just taking it to like buy a car or whatever, they take out money for a business or like to make a risky business move or whatever. So everything gets paid off. Like they're always investing in their own businesses instead of taking on debt and spending cash. It's all about reinvestment in stocks and assets. It is accurate. What is a risk worth? Well, how much assets and credit you could balance against it, really. Should the person assuming all risk of the company be paid the same as everyone else? They shouldn't be paid the same, but it should be fair. Like, should it be millions and millions more? Like, do they have to cover all of their costs? Yes. But when you're worth like a certain amount of money that's like trillions of dollars, do you think you've gone too far? Because, like, I mean, if they go down, all the employees that are working for them go down too. By their risk, which they don't have a choice of. Technically, working for other people, you are also not only getting your money taken from the government, but you are being told what your wage is instead of being able to make a wage for yourself, but you're working just as hard. I mean, some business owners will grind to the fucking bone and, like, really do stuff for the business. Others don't, or they're at a point where they don't have to anymore, but like you are working for other people. You will put money in other people's pockets, and that's part of the reason I want to do Twitch and like other things. Like I do a lot of like passive income stuff I'm trying to set up, and like investing in things like that. Like it's important to learn because then you can kind of break out of that cycle, and like people like our age are learning that a lot more and trying to get out of the 9-to-5 cycle because it doesn't work anymore, because the living wage is not up to par because of all these new issues. So a lot of people are starting to realize this, plus with the internet having access to more information like this. 50 million at versus 725 an hour. That's ridiculous. The people who are living paycheck to paycheck are working for a company taking more risk than the owner. I would disagree. It depends, because there's the really, really high tier business, there's middle businesses, and there's lower businesses. I would have to say it depends on what degree it is, because you will still have a lot of risks. Like, let's say the company I work for, like, let's say one of our massive shipments were to sink in the ocean. We would lose a massive amount of money. Who would that affect? Would it affect the business owners? It could very well affect them a lot. Like, things can still happen that will, like, really hurt you. What does Solomon Green Elman-Jarge Kristen says? A lot of big companies, especially banks and stock markets, get bailed out by the middle class. And other ways where they have to fire employees. Like, that's one of the first things that companies have always done, is fire employees to manage profit loss. Just loses. They wouldn't go to jail. Paycheck and gets hired again. A regular person can get hired again, yeah. But you lose an asset, like you go into debt, your things go on record, and then you can have more difficulty doing things in business in the future unless you like claim bankruptcy and like all that. Like there's things you can do, but like, yeah. So socialize the rich but screw the poor. I misspelled the card. Who? Says Mel. Wait. I'll Google it. It's a one-lick monster. You can give protection to your monsters. The CEO or the chairman of the company. I got high off the new card smell. Happy 420. Oh yeah, happy 420, guys. For anyone who celebrates. Name a chairman who went to jail. They could go. Unless you're colossally stupid, your business assets are not connected to your own personal assets. Correct. It won't affect your direct ability to live at that moment, but if you lost your company, you do need to pay for all those massive assets that you have. So let's say you have millions of dollars in your house, right? That you owe money to still. How are you going to pay for that? It's going to start draining your things very quickly. Or let's say you have you can't keep up with your monthly bills. That's where people can get in trouble with that, because they will have to come up with a new business plan very quickly if they don't have something in place already. That they should. The company can declare bankruptcy, but their individual doesn't have to. So yeah, I guess they could really just open something up again, but you do have to start from scratch with taking assets out against things again. Most CEOs or bigwigs get fired with a gigantic golden parachute. I'm just saying, I do think there's risks that we probably don't realize either, like working in the if we put the coconut in first. Okay. Put the coconut in first. All right. But yeah, it's hard to realize without like working as a CEO exactly what they would go through. Like, I don't want to be naive and be like, oh no, I could do it so much better type thing. Like, I would really want to know what exactly they go through and how I would handle the situations that they go through to make all their decisions. Because eventually, once you get there, like a lot of people, especially governments and stuff, stop realizing how much small people struggle because they do other things that they have to manage, right? So, oh, it didn't work. Trial and error. We add 3 tablespoons of the coconut. Okay. So we'll add 2, and then 1. And then 2, and then 1. Try that. It's common thing too, like shell companies to see us. Anyone else gonna hire Bobby Cockpick? Yeah. I'm not saying zero to own a business. They're not risking as much paycheck to paycheck. It depends. I really do think it depends on a lot of situations. If you're smart, shell companies, small businesses, theirs are 100%. Like, I did pretty good young, making a lot of money working very early. And if I didn't get into some of the situations I did, I would have a lot more money now. Also, if anyone has a partner, don't pay shit for them. Look out for yourself for the most part when you're young. Fargo, Bank of America, they don't have much risk anymore. Well, think about the interest rates and stuff, though. Anymore. Tesla does for that matter. Well, Tesla's already failing. And no, I think isn't Tesla going to take a loss? Because they're not selling as much as what they thought they were going to. So they invested all that money, and I don't think they're going to make the money back that they invested into it. It didn't fall. Can we do that again? That looks good. Coconut. That looks fucking delicious. I would eat the fuck out of that. I love coconut. Is recalling all the Cybertrucks? What's wrong with the Cybertrucks? What's wrong with them? Do you know? I never heard about that. Is he asleep? Yes, I think so. Kevin? Yes, he is. Good. So that interview. Another dead end? Yes. They're just talking over their child a bit. But it won't hurt. Oh, no, because he has so many other companies. He's fine. I wonder how Twitter's going for him. If I spent, let's say there's a class where the highest grade in the class became the grade of everyone in the class. Sounds pretty good, right? Well, no, because in the class, then it wouldn't matter. What's wrong with them is they look fucking stupid. Accurate. Their accelerator pedals can get stuck at 100% throttle. Oh my gosh, you'll still have a few billion. Could you imagine? Actually, there was in our province there was a car that drove into the lake. No relevant Canadian work experience. Yeah, honestly, when immigrants come here, doesn't matter if you were a doctor, you start out from the bare bottom, like you never even went to school here. That's accurate. You went to a class where if someone got an A in the class, everyone did. But you're not in class to get good grades, Krim. You're in class to graduate. There is a bigger goal there. The highest grade gets to say what the minimum grade is, and the person gets to start assigning the grades. Like the success of a school isn't dependent on how many people fail or pass. It's there technically to pass everyone. If everyone got an A, then the school would just be happier. Or they would raise the standard of the grade.
You probably think I was psychotic. If you knew what I still got in my closet.
And we barely know any. We're not in a position to pick and choose our help. I thought maybe here would be a chance to start over. That even here we still have to beg people. It's not begging. I know. This is actually quite upsetting that they're harping on Canada so badly in this game. The pedal is glued on the glue. Can unstick in the pedal in the front of the pedal that can slide under and get stuck at 100% throttle. What would you do? Like, you can brake and like pull on the emergency brake, but if it's fucking given or your like tires would fucking catch on fire or something, I don't know. That's dangerous, especially on like a highway or something. You're just slamming into the car in front of you. Hard time in a teaching school. Well, it's not like teaching back home. It makes me worry about Kevin. The brake pedal overrides, but like, come on. Oh, it does? Okay. Well, that's good at least. What would happen logically if the highest grade in the class became everyone's grade? Everyone would be passing. Tesla got lucky. The software says the brake is king. So if you hit the brake, the accelerator stops. Well, at least that's good. That's good. At least they thought ahead with that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna mention earlier when we mentioned the Boeing thing too. What do you think about like all the Boeings falling apart? Because like they don't regulate them like they used to, so they're making them cheaper and like everything, and now like just anyone can make them how they want. It's not government regulated, like for safety. We're gonna compare this to making money. Grades are supposed to reflect how much you learned, whereas how much you can make can directly affect your ability to survive. Grades are supposed to reflect how much you've learned. Well, no, it's not how much you've learned, it's how much you can retain in a particular subject, whereas how much you can make can directly affect your ability to survive, I guess. So the more intelligent would earn more is what you're saying. Tesla got lucky. The software says the brake is okay. But what would the students do? It wouldn't affect them. Yeah, Krim, you're confusing everyone in chat. Nobody is saying everyone should be paid the same. The people with the highest grades will get tired, but the people with the lower grades will stop trying. The highest grades. Well, no, because the goal isn't to be the best if they're just smart and getting high grades. I got high grades in school and I was barely trying. I didn't go to half my classes. I wouldn't try less because other people were getting the same grade as me. That's not how that would work. And not necessarily because what if it's just everybody is trying? Then everyone just has good grades. You would have to higher the tier of what the level would be. It would be like inflation. Some random asshole would get an A because they want to show off or because they don't, or because they want to know they earned it. But that's the thing, that's not what school's about. It's not about earning a grade. Did y'all care a lot about your grades in school or something? Because I did not. I did not go to school half the time. I didn't give a shit about my grades. And I still got good grades. So I'm like your perfect example right here. My point is they aren't really comparable because I agree. Grades as a score and a paycheck is something you need to live. Yeah, I did not. I just want to get through it. And it's based off experience too, not knowledge. I just wanted the piece of paper. Exactly, most people do. Some of us had teachers for parents. I know, but then you can't compare yourself to everybody else. So you were forced to study. That's also different. You didn't want to, you were forced to. Like, you have to have paychecks and minimum wage to be at a certain level. Well, grades are more of an objective measure for the most part. I agree with you on this. For once. I just feel that there is a wall between me and my class. I can't connect with them, and they led very different lives than we did. I didn't care much. I didn't try hard until my parents said that they'd start paying me because of how much I got. That would have motivated me. If I was getting paid to get A's, I mean, I was already a good student, but I fucking would have tried a little bit harder. Just a little bit. How do you mean? What if I can't connect with Gavin? I got an allowance as a kid, though. I could have been a doctor if I wanted to be. I just don't want to be. I'd hate my life doing that. Like, some people need to do it, but that's fucking hard. You are dealing with miserable people every single day of your life. You're working long, hard hours. You have to really use your brain and never make a mistake. Like, that's hard fucking work. Like, and then dealing with everybody's problems, I'd be bringing it home. My mom could have afforded to give me 3 cents per A. No. And yeah, not everyone can afford that, but she didn't talk to him. It just feels like he's growing further away from us. You know, he wished he had his own room like his friends. He said he sleeps in the same bed as his parents every night. Whoa. Is that normal in other cultures? Like, I know some people do it because they need the space. But, like, do a lot of people, like, sleep with their children, like, as they grow up in their own bed? I usually got A's and B's, like not out of necessity. I would have gotten straight A's, but I never felt like doing my homework. I would do my homework very quickly. And if I didn't know on a test I didn't know, and I just didn't give a shit. Most of the time it was fine. I would do all my projects last minute, but I always got good grades on them. I had a lot of flaky partners, too, where they, like, wouldn't do any of the work and I'd have to do all of it. Teacher could always tell because of how I present, but what hurt me was skipping school. I skipped like not half, probably like a good portion of all of high school, not going to class. And then when I was in college, I would skip school because I just didn't want to go. I hated waking up early and going to school. Like, just having to wake up early is like the worst thing on the planet for me. I can stay up late all night, clearly. It's much easier for me. But yeah, what's it called? I forgot what I was gonna say. I would also stay home and do homework because we had so much to do. It made more sense for me to stay home and get more done rather than wasting time going to school and having to sit around. Because my experience was not standard doesn't mean that it didn't exist. No, but if you're looking at a majority of all the population, there's a very small percentage. So how many people would be trying extra hard in school or be the standard of that school because their parents were teachers at that school? Or parents were teachers. That I don't think you can add that into them, and you need to add yourself as an exception as we're talking about a general rule. They can't, because if you put your experience to the general, it won't work because you're too few. They can't afford a second room in living in a third world country of Canada. Thank you for that, Yudi. This is a thought experiment about socialism. Someone actually did it with a class. Basically, what happened is the entire class failed because everyone stopped trying. But that wouldn't happen. So whoever presented this experiment is inaccurate. There's a flaw to it. That doesn't work. Because people wouldn't stop trying. People get A's all the time. It doesn't mean the kids not getting good grades stop trying because of that. That would mean if you're not getting good grades, you might as well just stop trying right now. That's not how that works. I agree with you. It doesn't work. I do agree with the second half of that, of what you're saying is people are getting lazier and lazier, and now there's a lower standard of what we need to do, how hard we need to think, what we invent, all things like that. Like, we are stuck at a stationary period. But as history repeats itself, as Yudi was saying earlier, when there's a revolution or something like that, people will have to be more resourceful. When times get more desperate, people will have to be more resourceful and things like that. And then it could have another boom of creativity that comes out and things like that. But I don't know how that's going to work. No one, I don't think, could predict that. It's not the incentive, though, because people don't want the grade as the incentive. They want to pass as the incentive. They want to get to the next grade. The grade itself doesn't matter all through school until you're in, like, grade 8 or grade 12. Like, none of your grades actually matter. You just want to pass until you get to high school, then your high school grades matter. So all the way through elementary school, it doesn't matter. The grade is not the incentive, is what we're saying. Society crumbles. Society does not crumble. That's over. I can't read good. She skipped class. Okay. Okay, social. Hi, how are you? It did happen. I would still want to learn who did this experiment. I see a flaw in it without even seeing it. You probably Google it. I don't get an A for that or anything. Yes, and this is the fact that people already do work without getting paid for things. True. I would have stopped trying what little I did try if everyone's grade matched whoever had the highest, so you cared about grades. Well, your work technically doesn't matter. I got A's in elementary school. Did it matter? No, because I was still going to pass the class whether I got a 50 or whether I got 100. You only need to get 50-60% to move on. So whether you get the bare minimum or the maximum, you still go to your next grade. It didn't matter. Depending on what you wanted to do for work, it didn't matter. If you wanted to start your own business, you didn't need to go to school at all. You could have dropped out in like grade 3 and taught yourself at home. Like, some billionaires never went to school at all, right? They brag that they never went to school, and they're billionaires. So what did the grade matter? It didn't. Knowledge matters. Having a piece of paper can matter depending on what you want to do. But the grade itself, you guys are so narrowing in on this grade. In reality, unless you are going to school and unless you need those grades for the particular program you're going into, that grade means zips out of nothing. You could have dropped out in grade 8 and still done what you wanted to do. Like a trade, sometimes they require high school. You could have just went to an adult learning center and gotten the same degree. When it comes to social living wage, is there another argument not taking into account that people can still do stuff, progress society simply because they want to? Maybe a gaming analogy works better. Give it a shot. Throws my fat deck at social. Your deck. My work for Grandmaster, if get the same end of the season reward for bronze. You mean like Overwatch? Fail, Krem. You're gonna have to think of another analogy. It may not have to matter in school, but school is just a microcosm of life. I was passing anyway, so there was no reason for me to try and actually learn anything. Everyone gets all the credits. Well, we forget most of it, too. Everyone gets all the credits in XP and resources and Helldivers, too. Yeah, Krim, you're failing here. I don't understand why you're saying everyone should be equal, Krim. I don't think he's saying that. I think he's just trying to explain how something works. But, I get what you're trying to say, but the analogies you're using are not working. Okay, are the lower class going to stop trying because they're not getting paid more? No, they're going to get pissed off, rise up, and do this, and that reflects in history. If you're not getting paid enough, you're going to get more and more pissed off until something happens. You're not just going to give up, lie over, and then nothing matters anymore. That's not what's going to happen here, Krem. I don't think anyone's saying everything should be divided equally. If you get an F in life, you die or you're homeless. Yes, or you just get really angry. When you don't have a choice, you can lay over and not do anything, or when you are trying and actually trying to do something, and you're still kind of getting fucked, you get angry. That's true. Even today, Elon and Zuck didn't go to college. But I found here in the US, the degree more matters than your pay grade. Absolutely. What the job is. I didn't do the same thing as my degree, and it definitely helped. Agreed. I got hired because I had a piece of paper, and I didn't even have like the particular degree for what I got hired for. It was because I had some programs on my degree that was needed for the job. Literally, just because I had a degree, I got pushed ahead of other people, and then I got hired. It's not the only way to get in. Counter thought experiment. How is working in a cubicle all day progress at SETI? Yuri. I work in a cubicle. I have most of my career. I would watch what you're saying there. You can do a passion project from a cubicle. Like, I don't know. Technically, since I'm sitting at a desk right now, does Twitch not matter at all? Entertainment matters. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of things that you have to do from a desk electronically from a computer. Most businesses are run from a computer, just multiple computers. So very much disagree with that one. Now, farming is very important, and other things are very important. But what happens if you have robots doing it? Then guess who's going to be running everything? A dude from a cubicle. Zuckerberg went to Harvard just because they didn't graduate doesn't change that he was there. A lot of people never went to school at all, though, that are millionaires. Just because one person did, other people did not. Some people studied at home alone or just learned the skills they need. Like, you can go online and learn everything you want to do stocks or a business or whatever all online without ever having to go to school. Parents own an emerald mine and Zuck stole a program. He just marketed it better. Even so, they didn't get or need a degree. It mattered a lot more for the 1980s. It doesn't mean much more than a social standard. Yeah, plus back in the day, a lot of like knowing people could get you into businesses as well, right? And having certain hierarchy of family would get you in places. It still happens here, but not quite as much. The initiative of those people who rebel is the same initiative as the people who make billions. That is true, that they could be putting forth that initiative differently. That was not the point. I mean, having to grind for money. My piece of paper didn't matter for my job. They saw I was a hard worker and asked what I wanted to do, and since I was too smart for what I was doing, basically, that was nice. I don't think that happens as often either. You got caught on the cubicle aspect. Well, don't say people in a cubicle. It depends on the job. I'd say most jobs are not. If it's your passion project or something you're interested in, who's to say? A passion project doesn't have to be outside of them or online. I agree. Like graphic design. So should the billionaires not be able to have billions if they work for it? But how do you... Okay, here, Krem. Like your school thing, how do you determine what creates an A? How do you determine what the pay grade is versus work? How much would they have to work to earn the billions versus the lower workers? Where is the scale? That's the point to the conversation. They have to make something. They have to make more, but to what scale? They need to cover all the costs they have. They need to continue making enough to expand for the future, but how much is too much? I do think they made money. No, they didn't. The people who are actually engineering, constructing, or whatever are the ones making the money. Actually, engineers and construction workers do not make that much. Honestly, no, the CEOs make a lot, but yeah, those people get paid, like here in Canada, tops 100,000 Canadian. But some probably get paid as low as 40,000. You can't work enough to make a billion. You don't necessarily need to exploit people, but you need to know how to manage your money. Like if you invest properly, like you need to have that grind that we were talking about. You can exploit, or you already need to have things to be able to exploit. So you need to have the drive and the knowledge and like the drive for knowledge to be able to manage all of that. Like if you have nothing, you can't manipulate. Like there's only so much you can do with that. You need to start gaining things and doing something with it, like knowledgeably. They all had to start at one step, like every other person who has made a business. I do agree with you with this, Krem. I don't know, like how many of you have owned a business or worked for a corporation in chat? They didn't get the degree. Gates, Bezos, and Jobs didn't either, which is the point. It's saying they produce the product to make the money. They get paid shit, which is now billionaires make the money. So you're talking about inventors, because inventors, that's that's entirely on their own. They did grind it out, but they're the ones who get to make their own deal. The inventors get to make a deal and sell their product, and if they sell it for pennies, that is actually their own fault. They can do something more. Like, look at Shark's Tank. How many people are doing silly things with their money or selling it for pennies? These people will take advantage of them and mass produce it, but those people agreed to sell it for such a low price instead of learning and doing the rest themselves. You can get there, but it takes longer, and people want fast change is another part of the problem. All money worthwhile is a slow game. Everybody wants to do it fast. If you invest, it grows over time no matter what you're doing. A business will grow over time. It usually doesn't happen overnight. I attended universities. They all had rich parents who gave them loans. But the people who didn't get the engineering construction wouldn't have the work if the company didn't have the marketing, hadn't hired them. That is correct. Krim is very accurate here. There is a lot more that goes into it than just inventing. I mean, some of you who physically maintain and like, some people are amazing inventors. I am shit at creating new things. That's why I dropped out of fashion design. Then you put me in marketing and buying and how to sell a product and really drive it. That is my talent, where some people cannot do what I'm doing. Maintain and produce the products that the companies are selling. They should be, so the production workers, they should be paid a lot more than they get paid. However, how difficult is the work they're doing? A lot of it is mindless, and I would hate that because I can't do it. But some people are very fast and they can do that. But should they be paid more than someone who can actually come up with the idea? I don't think so. They shouldn't be paid more. Like, it sucks they have to sit there and do a menial task all day and work hard and work long hours. But should they be making more than the CEOs or the inventors or anyone else who's doing the marketing and really selling the product? No, because it's not as important as what you think it is. And it can be automated by robots eventually too, like we were saying with AI. On the Shark Tank, they're going to be the first ones to lose their jobs. That would have given them more. Absolutely. Yeah, they could have done the work themselves to get a better investor. Absolutely, Krim. Instead of going to the Shark Tank. Because the Shark Tank will give them, like sometimes they favorite people, but they'll usually give them, like, a not-so-great deal. Most people want to be a billionaire if you got there fine, but we all know most people get billions who had to exploit or step over others to get there. I don't think necessarily. I don't think you need to exploit people. Thank you for the resub, Mel. Let me catch up and then I'll give you your sticker. There's a lot more who didn't. And a millionaire is not a lot now. A millionaire is not a lot now. Everyone here, you need at least $2 million Canadian to retire, or for a couple. You need at least $1 million to $2 million to be able to retire and survive like your full life. I hope everyone is aware of that. That's scary. Doesn't mean I'm only worth 100K when they're worth 50 million. Nobody says to take the job, he has to sign the contract. I agreed, you need to negotiate contracts as well. Notice they didn't get the degree regardless of whether they had the opportunity, they dropped out or quit. Most billionaires did not get a degree. Some probably did. When the other option is die, it's not a real choice. Ferrari doesn't need to take a sponsor's starting offer, she can negotiate. You can negotiate. That is also correct. Absolutely. If a sponsorship is too low, I don't take it. Technically, as a buyer, I should be negotiating every single one of my deals with the companies that we work with. If you're not happy with something, you negotiate. Did you know you can always negotiate your wage whenever you go into a contract with a company? The company I'm working for now, a lot of women don't do this. I'm very much a business-minded person. I negotiated my wage. I was like, no, I want more. And they went back and I ended up getting more. And then you get into situations where you can't discuss your wage at work, but you can negotiate. If you think you're worth more, you can negotiate more, or you can hold out for a job that will pay you more, or work somewhere, get the experience, and then go to a place that hires more. And that's something that people, again, our age, realize more than our older generation. About the same here in the US, and that's just to break even. But how are you, Milk? How are you doing? Thank you so much for the subby. Exploitation is just bad negotiation. If you're exploited, it's being naive. It's not being knowledgeable enough to know what you're in for, and unfortunately none of us get taught things like that. And I can say the same for my car accident and dealing with insurance companies and lawyers. I'm an expert now. There's your sticker. I gave you Moroku. Thank you very much, Minuyasha. But yeah, the amount of stuff I know about law and all of that stuff now after coming out of everything that I did, I would have done things so much differently and faster. I had no idea what I was doing, and I was so naive. I just trusted people blindly, and I shouldn't have. So let me ask you this. Do you think everyone is treated relatively fair? Absolutely not. A person who is born poor, has shitty parents, has to work during high school, can't afford a higher education. Do you think that person should be destined for poor? Absolutely not. But it is up to that individual to get themselves out of it, or their family to work together to get themselves out of it. Some circumstances are really bad. Now, what are the opportunities to like literally leave, start with nothing, and start from scratch and really grind something? Like, it's kind of like saving up little tiny pennies, and like, is it as bad as like other, like there's something you can do creatively to like get yourself out of a situation. Like, you can make, like, if you invent something on your own and start selling it, if you get something and you start trading it, like people have traded a pen and traded it for something bigger, and they trade all the way up to like a fucking house or a car. Have you ever seen those stories? Like, if you grind things out, like go collect garbage off people's front lawns, like old tables and dressers, fix them up, like whatever. There are things, and sell them. There are things you can do to get yourself out of certain situations like this. Is it fair? No. But I do believe every single person in life has their own challenge they need to deal with, regardless of like when you go through it in life. I think everyone goes through something really shitty. Like, I honestly think all people as a whole are tested by karma or whatever. But no, life is not fair. It's not fair, and we don't know the answers to a lot of those questions. Now, is it fair that the billionaires still make more money? I don't particularly think so. That's fact. Something I've learned to leverage, but it's tough because they sometimes pass over you to take the cheaper hire. Absolutely. And that's something that I don't know if owners are aware of or not, because whenever you take the cheap hire, you're sometimes getting cheaper labor. Like, I can do something twice or three times as fast as other people, just because I've been doing it for so long and I know how to do it. That's why I'm worth paid more. So is it worth hiring 2 employees to keep up with the work that I could do for something? That's what business owners need to think of, that they honestly don't always. So technically, they sometimes screw themselves over by putting their assets in the wrong places. It very much is a balancing act, social. Negotiate is only reasonable if you're going into it reasonably equal terms. When I go into a job negotiation, I don't have the same power as my company does. Well, it depends, because you need the paycheck. I always believe there's another job out there, though. Like, there is always another job out there. If they're going to pay you pennies, do you really want to be working for that company anyway? There will be another place. Even if you don't have your dream job right away, you can work for somewhere that's shittier and make money, or grind and do a business yourself until you find that dream job. Or doing it, even if you can't negotiate as much as you want to, normally there's some bend. But if you negotiate a little bit or do it for a bit, get the experience, and then move on to another company that will pay you more, you can do that for now while working for them and looking for a better paid job. And that way you're building experience, kind of like you spend money on a credit card and build credit over time. Even if you don't have that much right away, you will slowly build that up. Like, it's kind of the same deal. And as she makes more than I do, good for her. Milk. Jeez. Milk has a girlfriend. Let's revisit that. I started working at 13. What's your point? I didn't grow up well. I know it can be done. But it depends on, you can work. This is the problem. So with today's day and age, a lot of the boomers think that you can work 9 to 5 and earn a living wage. Well, we have seen that slowly not working anymore. They used to be able to survive off that. We cannot. And I think, Mal, you are an example of it no longer working. So if you've been working since you're 13 and you didn't have that much money growing up and stuff like that, why were you not able to do that? Why were you not getting paid fairly? That's a system. And if you were working 9 to 5, how come you were not gaining a living wage? That is the system breaking. That is the condition that we're in now, that people are getting paid $11 to $15 an hour, but the living wage is $22 to $30 an hour in some places. Like, that's an example of it not working. Is it fair? Absolutely not. It's broken and nobody's doing anything about it. Or they're doing things 5 years too late, is what's happening. But now, if you were working when you were 13, coming up with an idea, selling things on the side, literally working 24/7, never even sleeping, and like barely even having enough time to eat, Would have you been a little bit further along? Would you been able to save a couple extra dollars like every single week or whatever? Maybe. It's more so if you have the knowledge on what to do with that money that you're making as well. Like if you were investing it since you were 13 and had a little bit extra dollar or whatever to invest or do whatever with, or to build a business with, if you were investing it in like a business of your own, then you can advance much more quickly. But no one has the knowledge that young, especially at 13, to know how to do that. No one teaches us how to do that. It is either a skill that you learn through life or someone has to teach you how to do it. And if you don't have anyone to teach you how to do it, you have to figure it out on your own. You know, I'm very lucky that I have like, especially my dad, who taught me a lot of these things. And some of them I learned on my own, and I don't want to work 9 to 5 anymore because it's not working. So I researched the fuck out of things for like a year, and I started learning how to do certain things. Like that's personally what I did. I spend so much time, like I have stacks of psychology books. I listen to finance podcasts. Like I want to learn how to not be in this situation ever again, because I lost my whole savings account. Like that actually happened to me. Like I was doing really well. I had a full salary job, got in a car accident. My ex completely fucked me over, and he's a horrible person who didn't care if I was alive or dead the next day. Lost my whole fucking bank account. So what do? I have to start over. I have to grind it, and I have to catch up to where I was before. Like shit happens, right? Like if your house burns down, what do? What's the steps? Okay, if let's say insurance doesn't pay for anything, what are you going to do to make things bigger and better for you in life, you know, and take care of your kids and do stuff? Like it's always like, it's an unfortunate like mindset that you need to go into. It's like grind, like do whatever you can. And that's why men get exhausted. It's fucking exhausting. I would love to be a woman and not have to do what men used to have to do. I'm going to stop you right there, Krim, because I do find that a little offensive. Some people are born in very, very poor circumstances where there is not even anything around them to really do. Like let's go hardcore and think about Africa. Let's say your parents have always been homeless and you don't know how to do certain things. Is it a state of mind? Well, it's also conditioning. It's also the conditioning around you and things like that as well. Because if you don't know how to dedicate your time or your resources, then what? Also, when you are in a poor situation, Krim, I don't know if you've ever been in a situation that's really desperate, because I've worked with the homeless a lot. And let's use an example of someone that grows up in a neighborhood with a lot of violence, with a lot of gang mentality. You will have pressures from all different assets. You will be looked down upon when you do try and get certain places. Let's say you have holes all in your clothes, or people are going to want to hire you as much as somebody else. No. Let's say you went to a school that didn't teach as well. Well, you have a lesser of an education. Maybe you have poorer grades because of that. Let's say you couldn't go to school because you had to work and help your family. You have a disadvantage there. So this very much goes a lot into African American culture as well, where they were kind of put into certain groupings in the United States and all places. A lot of cultures get backset. A lot of, and even like Spanish cultures and things like that, you know, they were raised in certain neighborhoods and stuff like that where they have, it's white privilege is what we call it. So saying that poor, that it's 100% just their mindset, well, no, like they're dealing with so many outside things happening to them that they are already disadvantaged, and they would have to grind 2-3 times harder than someone who came from a richer family. And that's just factual. They have to start from ground zero with no help compared to someone who might have like a little bit of education and money to like help them going to already like get them on the right path. So I disagree with that. It's not always mindset. Can they come to the mindset? Yes, but there's a lot of factors they have to get over before they can make that mindset a reality. I would still say billionaire families losing their wealth, it would be a mindset of greediness, of unintelligent and naive spending, if you want to state it like that. Some places, if you negotiate, they'll just say no, and they can hire a foreign worker. Like there are workers that get brought in for farms as well, and stuff like that, and they would rather pay them pennies rather than have someone try and negotiate for more money. So that's not true too. You can't. I agree with Ray that you can't negotiate with every field of work for every company. It depends on the competitiveness and your employer. Like, if your employer is 100% honest, wants to keep like Americans at their job and stuff like that and pay people a decent wage, then do you have a better chance to negotiate? Yes. If they want the cheapest employee possible, they'll say, screw you, this person's desperate for a job, I'll take them instead. It also depends if they want you just as a worker to get things done, or if they want someone intelligent to help them move their business forward. I was lucky enough that I was brought in because they already knew of my skill set. So I was in a position to negotiate. I have for most of my life. I got out of it. I'm doing well in life. I just know the poor side of this converse. You have both as well. Yeah. So that would be an example, Mal, of you being able to, you know, work, like I mentioned, working and using your money intelligently. And some people will never get to the point of being able to get out of that by doing that grind and having that mindset to get out of it. I get overpaid, so I share. I am not greedy. I am well aware you share, Piston. Thank you. My house burned down and I didn't have insurance. Oh, you didn't have insurance. Oh, Mal. And you like replaced everything too. That is insane. Like, who doesn't get insurance for house? That doesn't happen in Canada. It's like a requirement. Is someone stacking 7K on my credit card? Ooh. That's like school right there. That's like paying for school when you didn't need to. It's time for me to get into murder for hire. I mean, maybe you can get a government job murdering for hire. Conditioning sounds terrible as well. It's more of not having any resources, not having it. Yeah, conditioning is a good way of putting it, yeah. And not having resources. 2 or 3 times harder. Try like a million times harder. Yeah. That's the thing. I come from a really good family. We weren't like rich, but we did have a lot of money most of my life. My parents worked very hard to get where they were. I hung out with very, very bad influences. And I mean, I used to go to a food bank to help my friends who dropped out in high school get food and stuff like that. And, you know, they used to have to sell things at the hawk shop to like pay for certain things, and had people steal their rent money and really bad situations. So I've seen a lot of it, and I used to work with the homeless. So like I'm one of these people that's not naive to the corporate world or people that struggle, and I'm kind of in the middle myself. Who wants to go work at McDonald's right now? I quit McDonald's after 2 weeks and went to school instead. I wouldn't be able to do that. To grind themselves back into the wage they have now. Going back to retail and working I used to work 6 days a week, up to maybe 13 hours a day sometimes when someone wouldn't show up for their shift. And I don't want to do that again. I got burnt out. And here we are. Now I can't even sit in a chair for like 2 hours at a time. But it's impossible. That is why people bother risking their life and limb to get to America. Well, it's because it's worse in other places. I know one of my friends said that they had to grow their own food because there wasn't enough food in their country until they came here. You used to have to like raise your own livestock and grow your own vegetables. Thank you so much for whoever the social. Thank you. I'll give you a sticker. I'm like way down in chat. Right now, well, that is a sad part. People sometimes don't have the resources. They have to grind up. And yeah, and other poor people will help other families too. Yeah, my grandparents used to give out loans to people in the community. My whole family's kind of known for that. My grandparents never had a lot. I mean, they're doing all right now, but they used to give loans out to other people and like help other people with a lot of things that they were trying to do in life. Yeah, good people are very generous like that. I tried to help apply at McDonald's, was overqualified, and they rejected. That's true. Yeah, I've heard of that before. I tried like just before I went to college, and I was like, I fucking hate this, and I don't want to do it, and I'd rather go to school. It was way too repetitive. I did the government murder for hire thing, and it didn't stick. Oh no, did you do military? Military does not get paid very well in the U.S. We also get more vacation. We get so much more here than you guys do down in the U.S. I have that too, but it's also about retailing your resume. That too, yeah, you can make yourself sound. You can take a lot off to not be overqualified anymore. I've pawned stuff before because I had to pay rent more than once, many times more than once. Yeah. Without using your resume, start over, blank state, go for McDonald's, whatever. Yeah, you could literally just be, I babysat, and just go and hand it in, and they'll be like, okay, we'll hire you now. Overqualified, no problem. Now, me, I get overqualified for a lot because I don't want to work Like, I don't want to do what I was doing before, like grinding out 50 hours a week, because I'd never be able to sit in a chair for that long anymore. But I want to do something similar to what I was doing. So that's hard for me because I'm overqualified, but I need to be qualified to still get the job, but at a lower position. But they look at my resume and they're like, why do you want to do this when you could be doing this? Because I don't want to work that much right now, because I wouldn't be able to do it. And then you try and explain that in like a cover letter or something like that, and they'll just be like, this is drama. So I'm in a really bad position with my accident. And I tried. I can't even tell you how many jobs I applied to before, and now thankfully I'm working a bit more at my job. But that was I have no idea how many I applied to. No idea over the years. I've lost count. This is someone who's been overqualified as a bartender and retail seller. I think I managed McDonald's for about 2 months during high school. I burnt my hand really bad. Like the trainer that was training me, it was her first time ever doing it, and she told me to do something, and I accidentally hit my hand against the grill, not knowing how hot the top was. Like, she didn't tell me like something about the stove or whatever. And I hit my hand and I burnt my whole hand, and like then the bag like of garbage went all over my hand, and like she didn't even report it and all this shit, and I'm just like, you just broke all your own safety rules. I'm like, peace out, I'm out. I handed in my uniform, like, this is fucking awful. I just want to go to school. I thought you already started. Thank you. Was that Piston again? Oh, thank you. See, it says social in my thing. Thank you, Piston. For the subby for social. No more ads for you. I don't really have ads anymore. I'll tell you, the hardest workers and the most successful people I have seen are the people who have experienced the harshest environments. That is also true too. They will do the work for the pay. Hi, Yum. How are you? You working today? But yeah, that's true, because they're more desperate for that paycheck. Like, the people who need the paycheck, who like need the job, will always work harder for it, and that's why you can pay them less, is because they'll take it too, right? So sometimes you can negotiate, but I mean, it's going up against those people. I put out a 200 application, haven't received an interview. I could make suggestions, Black. I do have like an extra qualification in like business writing and stuff like that. If you ever told me your experience and like what kind of job you were going for, or like even like let me like look over your resume or something, I could tell you how to improve it to try and get the job that you wanted. And if you're overqualified, dumb it down by just putting basic things. No one says you can't leave stuff off. You can leave things off. You don't need to put everything. There are jobs I've worked at that I leave off because I just didn't work there very long, or I just think it's irrelevant for the position. There's nothing legally saying you have to put everything on your resume that you've ever done. You just want it to look good so there's not gaps. Where is Yum? Yum is there. You have to say hi to Piston. I'm waiting for my manager to let me out. Are you getting out early? Or are you getting out late? When your life is on the line, you go sicko mode. But the moment you think you're going to be helped, or that help can be at your beck and call, lots of people become unmotivated real quick. If you threat of drowning doesn't exist, you don't learn to swim. Again, with wages and working, I don't know if that's true, because the motivation can also be a lot of people work just to have more, just to be able to do more, to have more, not necessarily because of the threat, depending on what their safety net is. But some people, they also, like if they kind of are doing okay, or they'll get bored. Like, some people just don't like being bored. So I can see them like working really hard and doing things just because they want to do a good job, or they don't want to be bored. So, but yeah, I have quite the thing about this game. Anyway, guys, let's talk. We haven't had a talk like this in a very long time. Has a better education and opportunities. It also comes with its own culture, language, values. We can't pick and choose which one we want, ask them to ignore from others. Hi, YouTube, says Piston. Sometimes crime you just drown, which when talking about people as normal life shouldn't be the case. with easy solvable survival. That's the thing, is it is easily solvable, but there are reasons why people make it difficult, and again, it's the corruption thing. I don't like these kinds of talks. Why is that, Vincenzo? Too serious for you? Some can be motivated internally, but that is a special skill. Not many people have it. I'd say it depends on what the motivation is. Yes. That's okay, Vincenzo. You'd rather talk about poop or something, wouldn't you? How will it turn out? It can also bring sides of people I don't want to see. Agreed. I think everyone is being very civil right now. And this is a very level-headed talk. If anyone is getting angry, I usually try and stop it. I agree. I don't usually talk about things like this on stream, just because people do get very angry. Religion, politics, all stuff like that. People get very angry, and I don't share my opinion very often about a lot of things. A-L-A-N. She says Appa is not at the office. Does he know what time he left? Do you know when my dad left the office? Does she at least know if he came in today? Did you see my dad today? Ask her if he usually leaves with anybody. Maybe we can call them. Does he go home with someone? She says no, Dad usually leaves alone and he's very quiet. She says all the sales staff left at 5 p.m. today. She says he must have left then too. Thank you. So the dad's missing? Bum bum bum. It's turning into a mystery. They just went outside to go look for him? We're walking through the park, Amma. Do you think Apple will be here? I don't know. Sometimes your Apple loves to walk instead of taking the bus. If you decide to walk home from the office, it should be through here. But the lady said Apple left at 5. What's taking him so long? Way to freak out your kid, by the way. Do you think he went somewhere else first? But where would he go for this long? I don't know, Kevin. What's your question? I don't like that they're putting splatters all over some of the text. It's very hard to read. Is everyone satisfied now? Did everyone get their venting out for the day? I'm sure nothing's happened to him. You don't have to stay quiet. Here, you can ask me anything you want. Anything? Yes, then I'll answer it. But only if you ask it in Tamil. I hope I'm saying that right. I can do that. Ahem. Okay. Okay, I can do that. Now I'm more angry now than when I started, but I'll leave it alone. I'm sorry, Mel. The thing to remember is everyone has very, very different circumstances. Every single one of us, we come from all different places, all different branches of family, all different things. And that's partially why governments and businesses and all different types of people lose touch with other people, because they can only see through their reality and they have their experiences and their ways of thinking. What we don't realize a lot of the time is everybody has a little bit of accuracy to what they're saying, but it's very hard to relate it to the experiences that we've had specifically. So in knowing that, know that someone who would have an opposing view of you, they may have seen very different things that would make them very angry as well, right? So it's really hard to put ourselves in our shoes without knowing the situation they've been in, right? And I'm sure you're more than intelligent enough to know that, but I'll state it anyway if it helps at all. That's something I struggle with sometimes, because sometimes I'm just no, absolutely not. This is how it is. This is how my experiences are. But it's difficult to get along with people who are not like us sometimes. That is the thing. Drowning in this analogy is akin to death. You may swim like shit, but you still swim because the other option is death. Anyway, the maelstrom in calm waters. But I expect a lot more people who can swim like shit in a maelstrom than someone who can swim great in calm waters. That's true. I think empathy is something absolutely. The number one thing that is missing in the world is empathy. Empathy can sort out almost every single situation, because if you care about other people, you're going to care in an argument, you're going to care what happens to them, you're going to care about their job, you're going to care about a lot of things. We're very quick to jump the gun with things, and then there's the mix now of people who are empathetic get shit on. So then they become unempathetic, and now there's literally, I think, 1 in every 3 people is a narcissist now. And narcissists will never admit they're narcissists, and it causes issues, and that's like my taboo topic of like this generation is narcissism. And it's extremely hard dealing with people when there's like so much of it going around. I hope that mostly everyone, especially ones I'm friends with, will attest to this. If I think I hurt someone's feelings, I will apologize to them. Like I never intentionally try to hurt someone. If they're extremely rude to me, it's much more difficult to have empathy for them. But I don't try to be a total bitch to anyone. I have no empathy from the super rich, but just get a bit poorer and you'll be fine. If a poor person gets a bit poorer, they may die. Honestly, the rich are gonna have their own issues. Like, where did they come from? What have they gone through? Like just because they have money, what other problems are they going through in their life? Okay, they might not die from like starvation or being kicked out of their house, but I guarantee there are bad things that will happen in their lifetime from one point to another. Like, they may have to deal with a horrible death or a sickness, or like, we don't see what they go through in their entire lives, right? So they might, it's kind of a Bible quote. It's like the ones that suffer more here on earth will gain more in the long run and in heaven if you're religious. But you know, it's along the lines of that. It depends what you believe, but I've certainly seen people from all walks of life suffering in one way or another, being tested. Blind man and the elephant. All the blind men touch the elephant in different places, but none of them can figure out that it is the elephant because none of them all have the info. I'm pretty sure if I touched an elephant, I would know it was an elephant, or you'd be able to hear it. But if you're fucking touching an elephant, I would be like, what the fuck is this? It's moving, it's warm, it's breathing. How did you and Appa meet? What did you do back home? All walks of life have hardships. The rich have one less problem than the poor. Yeah. Or just different problems, but yes. It's hard to say without knowing the individual. Not a supply teacher. I taught math from 9 to 12 standard. Were you a cool teacher? What's a cool teacher? Fun and easygoing. Like when your kids are scare you. Only kids named Kevin. I don't know. I'd like to think I was good at it. My classes were always fun for the students. I don't think I'm a cool teacher here. I would say everyone suffers in their own way. There are more kinds of suffering than caused by just being poor. Exactly. And that they don't have to worry about. Yeah, but does it get traded? Does it get traded for something else? Then you have to deal with like taxes and banks and like stress and all other things. So it's like maybe they'll end up losing everything and like not knowing how to deal with it, and then they'll be poor and homeless on the street. Like it's hard to say that they're better off. They might be better off for a portion of time, but I bet you're sitting better than some of them might be sitting once something bad happens in their life. You know what I mean? The Hindu parable point is that no one has all the info to see the totality of a reality. You can only view it through your lens. That makes more sense to me said like that. Other problems, I agree. I'd say they're better off. Yeah. Anyway, I think we can all agree the world is fucked, and there's nothing we can really do about it. Make leaps and changes sometimes. I sometimes feel like I'm knowledgeable enough that maybe I could make a difference politically, or like doing something or protesting or whatever, but I feel like I would just end up being a target or like being miserable, fucking my own world up more. And that is why we game. That is why we kill things in video games. Why did you move here? Do you think you'll ever go back? It wasn't an easy choice. You wanted to be with me, and I couldn't imagine being with anyone else. A lot of people took issue with us being together, and they decided to make it our problem. It was getting really hard to deal with this, so we gambled on fresh start here and took it. I wonder if they're from a different caste system. A lot of people overseas aren't allowed to do that. This is a very serious topic game as well. I see Appa. Is he in a bush? Is he crying on a bench? Sitting on a bench or what? I go right for murder. Somebody murdered her husband and now she's a single mother. Your problem got worse. Uh-oh. His glasses are broken. Uh-oh. This isn't good. His name is spelt wrong. Give me a hint. I could really use a hint. All the spices first. So before anything, I should put in the cardamom, fennel, cloves, and bay leaves. Cardamom, bay leaves, cloves, fennel. Fuck. Fuck. I don't know if this is right or not. Oh, did that work? Fuck! I don't know. Let's immigrate. We just built the countries and then immigrate. The price of this survival can for the resource and financial flows. Oil, onions, spices, meat. Well, it's saying spices first, then you think onions. Spices? Yeah, let's go now. Fuck. Fuck. We're closer though. Nope. Onions. Fuck. I don't know. Put some water. I don't think it needs water. And then the liquid. Me too. I work in many times you make you cringe and stress. I've made my mistakes and I'm learning to move on. Absolutely Piston. Good way of saying that. What if we do that one? And then that one? No. Onion. Onions go first. I can put both these in. Onions. Spices. Meat. No. Damn it. Hint! Chilies, ginger, garlic paste, tomatoes. Onions. Chilies. Fuck. Onions. Chilies. Garlic. Fuck! What did it say? Onions. Chilies. Garlic paste. And this? Oh no, that's a different type of chili. Chilies. Oh, that's chili powder. Okay, so onions, chilies, garlic powder. And then tomatoes. Go in last. Haha. Okay. And beef. Fuck. Is that good? I guess we need to use the water somehow, huh? We need to use the water somehow. Did I read this right? Have you seen how countries get rebuilt? What if we put this... Did you hit? Did you hit? Oh no, then we need water. Fuck, I fucking forgot. Water. Huh. What if we do this? This is very difficult. Why do we have to guess the recipe? Why do we have to guess it? Hi, Bauer! Salt should go in first. And the water last. Didn't I do that already? I swear I did that. How are you tonight, Bauer? I'm bad at this game. I'm gonna stop in a minute, like 10 minutes, by the way, guys. This game is scuffed, I agree. I agree. Oh fuck, we're not done. Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. Set low flame for 30 minutes. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Your day was super busy, Bauer, just at work? Okay, yeah, it is. It's very late for you, Mom. I'm good. We had a huge serious talk on stream and now them sucking at this game. But have a good night, Mom. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So add these together on top of the rice layer. And what's the final layer? Yes. What's wrong? Why are you crying? Thank you. Had a boxing match at 7. Oh, how did it go? Are you really sore and tired? Okay, so rice. 1. 2. That doesn't make any sense. No. Oh, wait. Okay, so 1. 2. 1. Well done. Oh, that's so good. You're gonna be sore for a few days. You win like every time you go. So rice. And then I'd say the ghee. And the milk. Onions. Cashews. This. There wasn't that much stuff on top. I don't know. How am I supposed to know? 9 out of 12 wins. That's so good. I don't know, guys. So it says 1 and then 2. 2. It's like 2 things. And then 1. And then Watch this, makes me hungry. Do you know how to make this? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. Shit, there's still the milk. I know the rice goes first. I'm just gonna have to use like all my hands. Where's Yudi? Oh, I'm forgetting the beef. Wait, where the fuck is the beef? Oh, that's the ghee. Is it? What? There's liquid in the bottom. Scoop out a layer of beef using the empty bowl. Oh, you have to put it in that bowl. Then add the rice. Then the beef. Then the rice. Then all the garnishes. What the fuck? So you scoop out a bowl. I never would have fucking guessed that on my own. You put the rice. Then the beef. Then the rice. And then all the garnishes. Like, really? Ghee is butter? Oh. Okay. Cover it with the lid. What in fucking no? I've never eaten these foods. Minus the cashews? Yes, it does look good. Beef and rice? Maybe we should try making some of these and posting them in Discord. Looks amazing. What did I say? I don't know. Or the O. I used ghee today to make butter chicken. Okay, you're the first Anubis streamer right now? That's because it's probably not a popular game. It's new on Game Pass, but I don't think it would have a very popular theme for people. It's kind of more an indie game, a small time game. It's not like a big title. It's a weird time. He's all grown up now. Going to university soon. You don't get to bring him to university because he wants to go with his friends. We want to spend time with you. Absolutely. Thanks, Val. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good night. Did you even get any of the meat pieces? Maybe we can drive there next week and drop off some food. Your friend's car have enough space for some containers? I don't know why. I packed a lot more of the biryani. I also packed some potis, pickles, and sweets. He just cares about the meat. Where are you going, Piston? Are you going too? I packed for your friends too. You can all eat. They don't want biryani. The whole car will smell. I don't want them in my dorm either. You don't want any of it? I put a lot of effort into making it this week. I didn't ask you to. Why are you getting mad? I know you didn't ask, but what will you eat when you're there? I don't know. Their cafeterias, instant noodles, whatever. I'll figure it out. I can't believe she gave him all the pieces. I'm just eating Cusco over here. That's not healthy, Gavin. You can't eat out every day. Literally everyone there will be doing that. I'm just trying to be helpful. Well, you're not. Why don't you just take some of it? You don't have to eat it. I said no, Emma. I'm done with this. This is a fresh start for me. I don't want to smell like little India anymore. I just want to be normal for once. Actually, someone at one of my works, they were forced to eat their lunch elsewhere or bring other things into work because one of their food smelled so bad. That's like a realistic thing that actually happened. What work has a can of carrot in this game? I know! Literally! Be sure you're not changing who you are for anyone else either. They're a wonderful and beautiful culture that's part of you. It'd be a shame if you chose not to be a part of it, just because you think it's not normal. Then why did we even move here? We should have stayed in India. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. It's just, there's no need to create a fuss over any of this. It's not like you're never going to see me again. I'll visit often, okay? Okay. And I'll call every week too, so please try not to worry, okay? Okay. Intense. Is that them? Yes, I think so. Who is that girl? I've never seen her before. Smart kid, this is why we didn't want us to drive him. Chip off the old block. There he goes. I suppose it's good he's so independent and makes his own choices, even if they are so incorrect. Incorrect. Our choices were mostly made for us already. Whatever he chooses at least will be his own decision. We just have to wait patiently for him to come back to us. Why did Osmond Gold change his name on Twitch? I'm not sure. Did he? Can you Google it? Does it say anywhere? Okay, so we're probably going to call it there. I've been streaming for a really long time. I encourage you to apply next year. Ooh, she's much older now. There's a controversy on Google. Do I need to save it? I guess not. I sure as hell hope not. Or else we just wasted all that and we'll never play it again because I ain't doing all that all over. Anyway. I'm gonna have to review this game. I feel like I need to finish it just to see what the rest of the story says. Because like they're literally talking about Canada. His name is Zach Roar on Twitch now? Wait, what? Oh, he has 2 accounts. One isn't monetized and he switched it when his mom died because he didn't want to deal with people. Oh, that's so sad. Like, he doesn't stream, right? Like, on the second account, he just kind of, like, hangs out with people? Aww. I mean, that's the nice thing about Twitch. At least you can pretend to be somebody else in a good way, rather than in a negative way. But that's very sad. Watch a bunch of OTK. Let me go wait. You can't donate on the Zach account. I noticed he streams like he plays games and reacts to stuff, but he doesn't have to worry about putting on niceties for people donating. Oh, okay. But like, if he ever said or did anything on there, like, wouldn't he still have to kind of act the same? Like, do you need to put on niceties for things? That's questionable. He felt like he needed to. Interesting. It's Faye. Let's just let's say hi to Ray. I'm gonna get off pretty quick here.
Hey, Vex. The underworld.
Star Wars Outlaw. The most expensive game in the universe. Can we please have the raid message in chat, please? Thank you. We're gonna go say hi to Ray. Have an excellent night. Hi, Piston. What are we doing this week? Maybe Sea of Thieves tomorrow. Maybe Hots. Maybe something else. I don't know. Probably Sea of Thieves. Good night, Bower. I hope you feel better tomorrow. And yeah, I mean, Star Wars month is coming up. We're gonna do a lot of stuff. We're gonna have our special stream coming up here soon. And yeah, have an excellent night. Love you guys, and have a good weekend.